Hello everybody, and welcome to the Gilded Flask, where adventure is never far. My name is Barry, and I will be your Dungeon Master for this game, and I'm joined by three amazing people. Please introduce yourselves.
Hey, I'm Anne, and I play Kala Lilacott, the Inquisitive College of Spirits Bard.
I'm Daniel. I play John Varenthal, the Resolute Paladin of Midnight, Hexblade Warlock.
And I'm Marissa. I play Kasariel, the ASMR Twilight Cleric.
Good to have you with us. If you are currently live with us on Twitch, then hello, good to see you. Let yourself be heard in chat, and make sure to join our Discord, because when we take our break, you can talk with us live. If you're not, but you're watching us through YouTube or maybe listening to us through our podcast, then hello, still good to have you with us, of course, and thank you for joining in with the story. For a complete list of all the places where you can find our content, please go to thegildedflask.com for all our socials, YouTube, Twitch, the podcast, etc. Yes. We have a couple of awesome people that we'd like to shout out. If you look at our YouTube video, it'll be below in the commentary. And with that, let's head into the tale.
Tell me, do you like ghost stories? I've been investigating people vanishing mysteriously into the night, never to return. It looks like I've found out where they've been.
Good evening.
I don't like this place. The air feels heavier.
Did you hear that?
What do you mean he's watching?
In this place, nothing is what it seems.
We come from an ancient land.
There's no time for this. What are you looking for?
This place has taken my father and my mother. It will not have me.
We gotta move, now.
Oh, I do love a good mystery.
Barovia is mine, and so are you.
Alrighty. So, episode 41. Look at that. We're getting there. We have a big story still ahead of us, but we're getting there. I'm forgetting something very important, by the way, that I've been saying for 40 times. I'm going to say it for the 41st time. What an amazing intro. Holy shit, made by our very own Marissa Kasariel. Thank you so much for making that such a great intro.
Amazing.
Really love it. At this point, I have to keep saying it, because this is a pattern. I've been saying it for 41 times. I'm going to keep saying that until we're done with Curse of Strahd. Yeah.
See, I mean, when I tell my parents, I'm like, hey, I'm working in a production, they're like, oh, it's cute. It's a little hobby, right? I show them that. They're like, who are you working with? Netflix?
Same. Whenever I tell people like I play Dungeons and Dragons, and they're like, "Oh, that's cute," I show them this, and they're like, "Oh, hang on." Where were we last week? We ended up in Argen Vosthold, if I'm not mistaken. You guys, help me out. What did you do before Argen Vosthold? My memory's a little key there.
We got a sword.
Oh, of course. Yes.
And we got the gem back.
How could I possibly forget? Yes.
My paladin is becoming Gandalf.
So yes, indeed, you have brought two items to Sergei, the brother of Strahd von Zarovich, who in spiritual form still resides in one of the few holy places left in this land, in Kresk, near the holy waters over there. You brought the crystalline blade and the sword hilt to him. and he will try to mend them together with the help of Carla, who used some heat metal. The items did forge together, but the sword was shattered as soon as they got together a bit, subsequently creating a wholly new sword, for it is no longer a crystalline sword, but an actual sun sword. The blade is made of pure sunlight, and it can retract or come out at the behest of the user of this weapon. So we're talking lightsaber material. Oh yes. Really cool stuff. And it was given to our paladin to wield that as a better weapon for his current endeavors than his spooky mace that he's been using for so long. So he now has a lightsaber, kind of. The weapon is still sentient, whatnot, so they're still controlling John. No changes there. The blade itself has some sentience to it, but there's no one controlling it. It's just the blade itself. After that, you have indeed traveled to Argynvostholt, because there is some unfinished business over there. And you've been going through the castle over there, just seeing, well, you found John's brother again, and you've been talking to a couple of people over there. And that is where we left off last week. Is there anything important that I forgot to add in?
You have a corpse in the bag of holding now.
You found some old bones that you might want to relocate to a more holy place to bury, yes. You also fought a whole bunch of... Yeah, as you do, like, you know, because that's what a bag of holding is for. Like, you know, is it loose? Yeah. Is it not nailed to the ground? Yeah, let's take it with us.
Another day in Barovia.
Bag of corpse removal.
And you fought a whole bunch of spirits because you were exploring the castle and you went into a hallway that blocked itself off and started sending these ghostly soldiers your way, but you made short work of them. And that is just about where we left off, so let's get right into it and see what else you guys will get up to this week. I am very curious. Let's see, Argynvostholt, where do I have you? Over there. And we left off on the second floor, if memory serves. Yes, indeed. Here you are. John is positively glowing because he was still holding his sword out. And hey, that shows a bit of light. So without further ado, what is your next move?
I think we should continue up. See what's on the other floors.
We're still looking for... We've talked to Godfrey before, right?
But we need
Gwendolyn's...
at least 2 people to talk to Godfrey to band together, so that
was
Godfrey will talk to Vladimir.
Sonnet the musician and I think Mercy. Have we seen any was she a nun, a sister?
I believe we met Sister Lucretia within her spirit, and that's who's in the bag right now in the sort of makeshift sushi roll.
Right.
Right.
We did meet Argynvost's daughter. We did meet her, if you remember.
Oh yes, she was hard to forget. She's beautiful.
I should have still taken... Up we go.
Alrighty. Esmeralda is also indeed still with you and will trail along with you.
I am still keeping a very close eye on Esmeralda with my 19 passive insight. And also, my Ring of Regeneration will put me back up to max health.
Nice.
Cool. At the moment, Esmeralda is keeping tabs on everything, keeping an eye out. There's nothing too peculiar about her, other than that she's a little on edge.
Alrighty.
So we're all going up, I think.
Allow me. Yep. I was just moving the final tokens. All right. You reach the 3rd floor of the castle.
Oh yes, I recall this from before.
Let's move by Godfrey and come back to him as soon as we have more information.
The rubble here, you said it required us to, like, clamber?
A little bit. Like, the sides of it, not so much, but it works like a gigantic pile. So if you want to go towards the throne room, you will have to, like, clamber over it. But where you are right now, it's more like rough terrain. But you're fine.
We'll be back for
Oh.
him soon.
All right. Next door we haven't been in.
I'll mage hand the door.
Alright.
Open it.
As you open it up, you will notice that behind that is a probably used to be beautiful library. It lies in shambles, and it seems that most of the books have been gone. Most of the shelves have been broken down as well, but there are a couple still standing. There is a revenant standing here. And as you walk in, it almost looks like he comes from a statuesque pose, like he's being activated by the door, and he looks up at you. Greetings.
Hello. Hello. I'm Carla Lilacart, and this is John and Casariel and Esmeralda and our bear. Who are you?
I am Sir Sonnet, the poet. I take care of this library.
Oh, wonderful. As I'm looking around, are there books on the shelves?
Very little.
Sir Sonnet, is there anything we can do to help you take care of this library?
He moves his hand towards one of the shelves as if he is taking a book from the shelf. And he's making the movement as if he's taking the tome in front of him, flipping it open and trying to read it. And you notice that as he does this, there is no book in his hand. As he does this, there is this very short realization of him that he notices that he isn't holding a book. And he looks up at you and says, "Our great library of Argynvostholt is no more. The tomes stolen centuries ago, save for our oath celestial." He nods at a book that is on the floor. "If you could be
May
so
I-
kind as to recover the tomes that tell our story and return them to our library. It is but a short list." And he lists off 6 books that he would like returned to the library. I can give you the list. In short, it's called The Fall of Argynvost, The Legend of Lugdana, The Battle of Bares, The Battle of the Tsolenka Gates, The Lords of Barovia, and The Song of the Sunblade.
Aren't we in possession of any of those?
Not 50 things to do in Barovia, because we've got that one.
We have 100. Actually, 100 things. So I don't believe we've picked up any books like that. But there is a bookshop in Valaki. We have some coin, so I'll put that list away, and I'll reach down and I'll pick up the book from the floor.
Perfectly fine. I will show it to all of you. I will not, because apparently it's locked. You guys didn't see it, right?
No, nothing showed up.
All right, this should work out.
Nothing yet.
If you're not seeing, okay. In that case, because books work a little differently in Foundry, on your right-hand side, you will have your chat and whatnot, and there is a little button which is called, let me see, journal entries. No, sorry, items directory. There should be a book over there now. It's
Perez
called,
Church, her book.
Nope. Is that the only one?
Yes.
All right. Then I will have a look at how I can share it with you. But there is a book, and it is a rather lengthy tome, but there are just a couple of tenets in there. You might recognize these tenets, Casariel.
Okay.
Your father has told them to you when he was in the graveyard with you.
Carla's got the book, so.
I will like be reading sort of out loud, sort of bits and pieces, just like,
Oh, the
yeah,
Morning Lord.
yeah, the Morning
Yes.
Lord. Morning Lord stuff, all right. I'll go over to the shelf and like dust it off a little bit and slide the book very neatly back in.
Okay.
All right. 1 of 6 to get. Well, I suppose it's 70 with that one. All right.
Bring the books back to you. That's all.
Sir Sonnet,
Do you know where they are?
Library. Go ahead.
do you know what has happened to you? What has happened to this place? Do you know who you are anymore? Do you know what you are?
Yes. I am no longer which I was in life. Stuck here forever to fulfill a job which I do not know. Apparently, there is something that is holding me from taking my rest.
We know what that is. You're bound here by the hatred of your leader. You know what your task was, to protect this land. Do you not? Do you remember?
Yes, that used to be my task. It still is. I try to protect its history through this library.
Do you know what we're here to do?
Are you here to borrow a book?
We're here to help you. We're here to put you to... We're here to help, right, Casario?
Yes, in fact, we would be happy to retrieve these books for you. But if we do that, would you help us with something in return?
What would you need?
Carla, do you want to explain?
We need Vladimir to be on our side. We believe he actually has something that could help us within our journey to stopping the evil within this land. Gem. But as you probably know, he's not very reasonable at the moment. We're trying to help as many of your people as possible so that you may put faith in us and join together to convince your leader to help us in our cause and return purpose to this place.
It seems that almost no one can still reach Vladimir, but his partner in life, his love, if he still remembers that, can perhaps sway his mind. I am not sure, but if anyone still has an entry to Vladimir's mind, it should be Godfrey.
I believe that Godfrey he knows what he needs to do, but I don't think he feels that he has the support from you or the others that he needs. Would you stand by his side? Would you help?
If you would relieve me of this task to preserve the library, I will help you.
Yes. Thank you, the sonnet.
Thank you.
I don't suppose you know where the books are, by any chance? Is that our job to find them?
Good point.
They were stolen from our library. I would say either someone with a great interest in history or someone who knows the true value of books should have them in their possession.
We could ask Basti. Basti probably knows where they are.
Basti knows everything.
Are these the kind of books that if you read them, you go into them?
He looks at you with a questioning look. He doesn't respond to that.
It says something about the power of books. I thought maybe it was special. I don't know.
Well,
Thank you, Sonnet.
continue on.
Carla, maybe
We're
the books
looking
are
for-
in the, maybe the books are in the other room here. We should check.
Move on into the other room.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
The circular room over here has some very rich drapes that are faded by time and neglect. They're hiding the windows of this otherwise completely empty room, except for several torn carpets on the floor. Look around. In terms of quality, if you look past the neglect and the time-wornness of it, this room looks very well appointed, and you get a feeling that this might actually be the master bedroom. Argynvost's bedroom.
I think a dragon would fit in here.
Do you think they sleep in a nest? Like with twigs and stuff?
Well, they do. I've heard of dragon eggs, so maybe they do. That's where they lay them. Carla will do like an investigative sweep of this room. 20 passive, if that helps.
That helps with one thing, but I would like to have a investigation check as well. But I will account for the passive one as well for something else.
Nope. That is a 28.
Wow. Okay.
It's a plus
That's
10.
awesome.
Anything
Why do
over
I even
10.
ask?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Okay. You look through the fabric of time and space and notice.
Like Sherlock Holmes, like the mind map comes up. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So a couple of things. First off, what you immediately notice is that the carpets themselves are indeed time worn, but you see that the carpets themselves are also worn in like accidentally like slashed almost, perhaps from like a large claw or something, which furthers your assumption that indeed a very large clawed creature might have been here at some time. Because these gashes in the carpets are rather large, with your 28 in investigation, you will notice that a couple of the floorboards underneath the carpets look a little different than the rest, both in shape and in color, which leads you to believe that there might be a little trapdoor down there.
Ooh, I will pull it up immediately if I find it.
Okay, if you open it up, you will find a beautiful blue gem.
Identify. As soon as it's in my
You-
hand, identify.
You'll recognize this energy as no other because you've had two of these crystals going through your hands. They were just in different colors, a red
Oh, boy.
and a green one. You have found the last Fey crystal.
Holy shit. Kit, message to Casariel as I sort of like wrap it sort of like close within, being like, I fucking found it. We found the crystal. Oh shit. It was just in here. Just lying in here.
Nazariel stayed at the door awkwardly, just smiling at Sir Sonnet because she's saw her friends go in and basically just she knows Carla is gonna just like toss his room, so she's just trying to be polite and stand there awkwardly. What?
Right.
You found what? Excuse me, and she'll just run in.
Yes. Okay.
Oops.
I did
No,
the same
yes,
thing.
close the door. Close the door.
Oh.
Holy shit. Look. Yeah. And I casted my magic on it. It's the real deal. The actual gem.
Right. That's the swamp one?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, we were trying to get this from Vladimir, right? We thought he had it.
Carla, you're really the one that keeps track of these things. It's really on you.
There's a lot of emotions about this place. I was more keeping track of the fact that, two of your dead family members are here. And I'll, tuck it away into the bag of holding.
We still want to help them,
Yes.
but
Yes.
this does this is a more immediate need. So,
Well, we still
Yes.
want their help.
When the time comes, yes.
Right. Right, so let's find the last paladin and be on our way.
Yes, because we can find the tomes and stuff when we're going to the swamp, all that kind of stuff, you know? Make stops in. Okay, great.
Just be cool. Don't act like we stole anything. I'm sure it's not strange that we closed the door.
as
It's
they're
probably
saying that,
fine.
I'm walking through the door.
And as you open the door, Sir Godfrey is standing there.
Oh, shit.
Hi.
What are you doing in the master's bedroom?
Well, we were looking for books. Apparently, I'm going to point to Sir Sonnet, needs us to find some books so that he can help you convince Vladimir that if
He could help
Carla?
us. Yes. Yes. You know what you said, rally the troops in order to get Vladimir to help us. So we went looking for that. And also, you know, is anyone using these drapes, these like bits on the floor? Because I have a very hungry pet who would really enjoy those.
Insight check.
Can I do a deception?
You can. I wanted to see what I have. Go ahead and roll against it.
Natural 20 plus 12, 32.
Okay. What?
I'm sending it
no.
on her Discord there.
Wow.
And here I was thinking that I did great with my 25.
It's a good thing John
He takes
shut
a-
up quickly.
He takes a good long look at the three of you and he says, "There is a lot of good in you. You are trying to help us. Please be gentle with this castle." And he steps aside.
Godfrey, I have a question.
Yes.
I would have your advice for something. I know that we may need your help and your orders' help to help this land. But I would also see you freed. My brother is now amongst those here, and if the only way to free him is to free all of you, I would need. But if we help you, will you be gone? Will you still be able to help us help this land, or I don't know what to do.
The powers that have made us into what we are now are powers that are far beyond my comprehension. Something very powerful is holding us here, and something equally powerful has made us. If we can convince Vladimir, I do not know if that would solve our predicament. I think it will, but as to what that would mean for us in our current state, I do not know.
Thank you. I'll think on this.
We will most definitely get your books back. Carl loves books. John loves books too. Really huge bibliophile. That one. Anyway, we are off to find the books, I think. Right?
Sometimes I really get into the books.
John was more bibliophobic, to be honest.
As you move away from Sir Godfrey, he suddenly grabs your arm, John, and he holds you before, so you can't move away.
Right.
He
Yes.
turns his head towards you. Something changed about you.
I'm gonna hold up the sword. I feel
Even though he has he has eyes of the dead, dead people don't have pretty eyes. That's
glassed
the
over,
thing.
kind of.
Yeah, like that kind of like lifeless, not so pretty. There is a twinkle in it though. As you show the sword itself, I imagine you like show the blade.
Right. I'm holding
the
it
sun.
to him in a non-threatening way.
Right. The sun sword. You would carry Sergei's weapon.
I would try to see his purpose through.
Then you will have Sergei's blessing. Perhaps you are that which was foretold. Please talk to my other brethren. But before you leave, return to me for one final thing.
I will. Thank you. Does he release me?
He does, yeah, sorry.
I'm slowly prying off the and oh.
It's gonna let that oh sorry, this part comes off, I think.
You didn't need that nail, right? Ugh.
Right. Well,
This is going well, I think.
Where did
well, sure.
Esmeralda go?
Oh, she's right here. Lurking. Can't see her.
Esmeralda
see
is
her.
currently not in the hallway. That's
Oh.
correct.
Oh.
Oh no. How dare psychic
Yeah.
connection. Going to reach out to her, my telepathic bond. Esmeralda!
I kind of want to play like the sound like the person you called does not have voicemail because she's currently in an active conversation. She's not that far away though.
Oh, I'll try to follow it from wherever, like honing device. Where is she?
John immediately just goes, oh, gods. And he starts rushing towards Vladimir just to see if she's there.
And she's in front of him. Listen, I don't care if you're undead or dead or whatever you are. This is inhumane. You need to help the people here. You guys hold the key. You are partially responsible for what is happening here. And you see Vladimir's tension grow darker without saying a word.
I'm going to try to reach forward and grab her arm.
Okay.
Esmeralda, we've already tried this.
This bastard is responsible for the fact that there's still people dying in this world.
It was Strahd. It was everyone else that lets him continue into power.
Wait, what do you mean
Exactly.
he's responsible?
Exactly as I said. They have a chance to do something. Call it a curse, call it a blessing, but they have something that they can actually use to oppose Strahd. If they die, they'll just get a new body. They can just keep on going, but they refuse to.
And
Yes, we've already had this conversation with him. That is why we're here.
that's what we're trying to do right now, Esmeralda, is we're trying to show him that it's folly to give up. And I look towards him. But right now, he remains unconvinced. This is a dangerous place for you.
Yes. We were all just leaving. Sorry to have disturbed you. We're just going to be going. So enjoy staring at the window in your backwards throne, which is still very curious, but enjoy that. And we'll see you later, hopefully.
He doesn't
Fingers
utter a word, but you can feel like a deep hatred coming from that area. Not necessarily pointed towards you. He's just very angry.
There's one coming from this area too. FYI.
Okay, noted.
Great. And Casario will like kind of take it, like with John, take Esmeralda's arm and try to lead her out.
Trust me on
She
this.
will.
We will be back.
She will like wriggle her arm free, like a bratty, angry teenager that is like, "I'm right and you're wrong, but I'm still gonna walk with you."
I'm still coming with you.
Yes.
Yeah. My brother is among those here. Trust me. We are not going to leave them long.
While they're sort of going out, Carla's just going to look at Sir Vladimir and message him and say, "Do you remember Sir Godfrey?
Yes.
Do you keep him still in your heart?"
My heart died long ago.
I'm sorry. And I'll back out with John.
I don't think there's any talking to him in this state. Esmeralda, you said it yourself. This is a dangerous place. Why would you wander off, and why would you antagonize
I want to convince him that he's wrong. They need to do something.
And
we're all trying to do something.
You think you're the only one? You think you're the only one who's tried? You think you're the one to convince him, to get through to him, when
I have to
everyone
try.
else has tried? I understand, but you need to you need to be more intelligent about this. You need to think this through.
Lord.
You see a look on Esmeralda's face that she's about to say something, but she withholds it because she feels a little sympathy for you.
Esmeralda, what we're doing here is trying to rally his captains so that they'll come with us to convince him. We believe that's the only way.
Maybe you're right. I'm sorry.
I usually am.
As John turns around and starts walking away, I mean, what if there was a spider queen in there? You don't know.
Yeah. Who knows, right?
Foreshadowing.
If you guys want to go that way, that is indeed another tower with a staircase that goes up.
I don't think we want to go.
Yeah, we want to continue exploring this floor.
We want to go to the next person.
Okay.
We need to go down this hallway, and they walk up the stairs. Oh, crap.
Hang on, this is a broom closet. As you open that door, you will walk into a bit of a gallery that looks over the chapel downstairs. There is one revenant here that is in devoted prayer as you walk in.
Hello. Sorry to interrupt.
Hi.
Hi. I'm Carla Lilacott. Who are you?
My apologies. I am Sir Amaric. I was just praying to my poor love, Marina.
Marina. Oh, what happened to her?
Her life was cut short by the Dark Lord. He attempted to turn her into a vampire, but her soul was set free by Brother Gregor. Yet she may not enjoy eternal rest, for her crypt was defiled by evil. Please, if you would at some point cross the ruins of Berez, look for the church and seek out Brother Gregor. He will know how to save poor Marina's soul. I would be forever in your doubt. Sorry, dead.
You know,
Wow.
old sayings. It's been about 500 years. They all change. Of course, and if we do this, of course we would do this anyways. It's a noble cause, but if we do this, could we guarantee your help in standing together to convince Vladimir that he should help, that your order should help with defeating the darkness in this land?
You see him thinking for a little while, after which he says, "If that is your request, then yes. Yes, I can."
Who was it that you said we needed to speak to?
Brother Gregor, he is the brother that runs the Church of Perez.
We saw a knight of your order by a bridge in a. That's not who you're referring to, is it?
No,
Oh, it's a different name.
Mm.
It's an L, I think.
that was Sir Lingervich.
Lingervich.
Yes.
Do you know of Sir Lingervich? Do you know this name?
Yes. Sir Lingervich was one of our ranking paladins. He was slain in the Battle of Arkenvosthold by 3 officers as they were protecting the Dark Lord in battle.
Right. Well, it was nice meeting you.
Oh, yes. Pop open here.
Ready?
I'm going to beckon
You will
to
walk
Esmeralda.
into... And Esmeralda will follow you.
Come
You
along.
will walk into another hallway that has 2 circular staircases, one to go down, one to go up. And as you walk into the crossing, you'll notice that there is a hallway over there that at the end breaks into rafters as that part of the castle has completely collapsed.
Maybe just wait here and I'll scout ahead and let you know if we need to move together instead of risking all of us falling down.
I understand.
I'll be careful. Mhm. I will be, and Carla will sort of tiptoe her way forward and like open the store.
All right. You'll see a completely ruined bedroom.
All right, and when I move sort of over this way, what do I see?
Same thing.
Same thing.
A completely ruined
Okay.
bedroom. It doesn't really look like there's anything of value there. If there is, it's under piles of rubble.
Nothing really. Think we can keep moving?
You think anything's... Is this just all rubble over here? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I noticed that was still black, so I'll just reveal
Okay.
it. There you go. It's just rubble.
All right, up we go.
Up we go.
Alrighty. There you go. And as you go up once more, you come to the roof of the castle. There is still a tower over here, which is on the back side of the castle, but you are standing on the roof itself. And as you are looking around, you're noticing that this is also part of the defensive works of the castle, for there are a couple of mostly ruined ballistas over here. There's also a couple of revenants that are still standing over here. Most of them look like rank and file, but there is one staring over the front of the castle that looks a little bit more decorated.
Beeline towards him.
I'm going to be very careful of my footing over this, moving slowly, half speed.
Alrighty? It seems that if you walk carefully, you should be fine.
Hello there.
Greetings.
Hi, I'm Carla Lilac-Heart, and you are?
Sir Fortis, the Master-at-Arms in charge of Arkenvosthold's defense.
And Carla's going to look over at the ruined tower, kind of. Yes.
Well done.
Is there anything we can do to help with fortifying the defenses of Arkenvost? Besides,
Yes.
years worth of rebuilding.
There is one task. It is only a matter of time before the other ballista fail.
And as he says that, and you look around, the ballista that are still sort of standing look like they won't fire anymore.
We have held Argynvostholt for centuries against the forces of the Dark Lord. Unfortunately, we face a new threat, the kind I have not seen before. Our own Revenant Knights are being captured when they resurrect by an evil Spider Queen who has turned them against us to do her bidding. Sir Vladimir does not see them as a threat, but a mere nuisance. But I believe, in time, we will be overrun. Seek out the Spider's Queen lair, defeat her, and bring me her head as proof that the threat has ended. I believe her lair is in some old ruins southwest of Argynvostholt. I will be forever in your debt, knowing Argynvostholt and our fellow knights are freed of this horror.
Sounds manageable. Carol's going to pull out the map that she carries around and just be like, could you just point, more specifically in the direction, just, even a little point would be fine.
And he points at the location on the map with half of a finger, since the rest has fallen off after centuries of decay.
Charming. Thank you so much, and she'll mark that on the map for later. All right, we'll save your knights from that horrid, horrid Spider Queen. Wouldn't happen to have any fun weapons we could take with us to help in the, battle?
Unfortunately, most of our armaments have been neglected, time-worn, and lost to the ages. What little we have to distribute amongst our ranks. I am sorry.
Perfectly understandable.
Do you know?
Isilfortis?
Do you know anything about these enthralled knights? Is there anything that can be done to bring them back, to help them see reason again?
Yes. Kill them. When they are killed, their soul will inhabit a new corpse, and they will return as what they were. Still undead, but at least on our side again. It is whatever this Spider Queen does that turns them. But in defeating them, we can at least partially save them.
Okay, works for me. Undead are weird. So looking off back towards the east of this area, is there a more standing structure at the other end?
Absolutely. There is a tower. That is the large tower that this castle has, and it is over there with a couple more floors above you.
Oh,
The
it's
door
locked.
seems to be locked.
Does it have a keyhole? Could I pick it?
Yes, indeed it does, and you can definitely try.
Okay, sleight of hand.
All right,
Oof.
go ahead.
Okay. So that's going to be a 30.
That's not even a question anymore.
So sorry.
The neglected padlock falls off.
Just twisting it around and
John pulls out the key that can unlock anything sometimes, and you've already got it open. Oh.
As you walk into the tower, you'll notice a rickety wooden landing and a staircase clinging to the walls of this tower, and they lead up to another landing 20 feet above, and the floor of the chapel lies 60 feet below.
head up.
I don't think John has a fear of heights, but I think it's reasonable to stay away from the interior of this.
It is quite a drop, if you will.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Kind of hard to be afraid of heights when someone has wings in the party.
On this landing, oh, that did something that I didn't anticipate. I'm sorry. Don't mind that. On this floor, there are 2 small rooms with little stone staircases and another way up in the main tower. So do you want to go up again?
I guess this is the only way. I follow Carla.
My token's gone. I don't know where it's gone.
Yeah, she moved to the edge and it just sort of disappeared.
In that case, you probably fell down. But we're gonna I want to roleplay that rather than just say like, oh, your token moved, so now you're dead. So no, you're still here. Hang on. There you are.
Right. Thank you. Yeah, I will keep close to the railing and sort of scout forward as much as possible. Kind of feel if there's any particular board as well that might be like very rickety.
Very much so, but enough to hold you guys.
Oh, I think we'll all
we
go
go.
up.
Alrighty. I'll drag you over as well as Esmeralda. And with that, you come to the top of the tower.
Oh, this is spooky.
If it's really dark like this, I'm going to concentrate on the sword and expand the luminescence to fill up the whole chamber.
Okay, in that case, it is relatively dark over here. So you actually do try to illuminate the area, right?
Mm.
Okay. As you do so, this room lights up rather well. And you notice that in the middle of the room, there is a giant stone and metal plaque showing a silver dragon. The silver dragon itself looks like it has something around its neck. It is very well engraved into it, and it looks beautiful, almost like a necklace with a gemstone.
I'm going to lean forward and like reach my hand out to sort of touch that particular part.
Okay. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
If you're within 10 feet of me, you get a +5 to that.
Great. I'll take it.
She will be.
Ooh. 17?
That is not enough.
Yeah.
And you feel a radiant energy coursing through your body. But nothing happens, it seems.
Oh. If I sort of feel it try to affect me, but it's not hurting me, I'll cast Identify while I'm still touching it.
All right. Your identification spell almost seems to be blocked by something. There is something very powerful here, powerful enough to block out whatever you're trying to do right now. And as you are focusing on that, downstairs, you hear the door of the tower opening, and you hear footsteps on the rickety wooden stairs. You have a moment to talk with each other before you see what that is.
I felt sort of, you know, that energy that you have, the light, the radiant light, it's coming from the statue. It's a plaque, right? Is there any writing that I can distinguish on here?
There's no writing on it.
If it's Godfrey, I can talk to him.
A very good guess.
He's been following us ever since.
Godfrey appears at the top of the tower, and he looks at you. What are you doing here?
We were told by the daughter of Vladimir that we needed to find Sonnet, the guy on the roof, and a bunch of other of your men that might help you to convince you to talk to her father. And we were looking
Father was
for
out
them.
and lost, not Vladimir.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, we talked to the ghost who lives below you. And she said that you could help us to convince Vladimir. And we've been trying to find them. I'm sorry that we didn't tell you before, but we're trying to help you and work with you. But nobody's up here. Sorry.
Someone has touched the icon. Who was it?
It's me.
I'm gonna look at Carla.
So fair. Can I see your hand?
Of course. I'll hold it out to him.
Your hand looks unblemished. There's nothing wrong with it. He takes a moment to take a good look at your hand, then nods very slowly, saying, "It just might be one who holds the sun sword, one who survives what you just did." He then looks at Casario and says, "Do you worship the Morning Lord?"
I respect him very much and follow his tenets.
It is your father that stands in the graveyard, is it not?
Yes, it is.
All three of you are now bound to us. For one has relatives, one has the sword, and one has proven herself an ally. It has been 500 years, but perhaps, finally, one part of our prophecy has come to fruition. "Allow me," he says, and he steps up and walks to the plaque. He too touches the plaque with a hand, and as he does, a radiant light erupts from it, so blindingly that you have to avert your eyes as to not be blinded completely. As the light fades and you look back, you notice that the dragon is no longer holding an object around its neck, but rather there is an item lying on top of the plaque. A beautiful medallion with a large red gemstone in its center. Sir Godfrey points with his hand down and says, "Behold, the icon of Ravenloft. This was supposed to be an item for the lord of this land while he was a true and staunch follower of the Morning Lord. But now, this item has been reserved for one who is worthy of carrying it. It is you three that are destined to have this item. Use it to bring peace to this land." And he steps back, awaiting one of the three of you to pick it up. What you have in front of you is the icon of Ravenloft, and it is one of the prophesized items that you should find in this world.
Meant
Casario.
for the lord of the land. Look towards Casario as well.
Casario, you know more about the Morning Lord than any of us. Father, I feel like this is meant for you.
All right, I'll step forward and take the icon.
All right. I have to retcon the name, by the way. I said Icon of Ravenloft. That is not the one, because that is the silver statue that you have, but this one is almost similarly named. It's the symbol of Ravenkind. It's close.
Ah.
Yeah. All right. If you want to take it, it is indeed a very special item. And if you want, I will tell you what it is, and you can add it to your inventory.
Okay.
So the holy symbol of Ravenkind is a unique holy symbol sacred to the good-hearted and faithful of Barovia. It predates the establishment of any church in Barovia. According to legend, it was delivered to a paladin named Lugdana by a giant raven, or an angel in the form of a giant raven. The holy symbol is a platinum amulet shaped like the sun with a large crystal embedded in its center. So what does it do? The symbol itself has 10 charges for the following properties, and it regains 1d6 plus 4 charges every dawn. As an action, you can expend 1 charge and present the holy symbol to make it flare with holy power. Vampires and vampire spawn within 30 feet of the holy symbol, when it flares, must make a DC 15 wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, they are paralyzed for a full minute. They can repeat the saving throw at the end of their turns. You can also use it to turn undead. And thirdly, as an action, you can expend 5 of its charges while presenting the holy symbol to make it shed a bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30 feet. The light is sunlight and lasts for 10 minutes or until you end the effect. And lastly, it's a very pretty item.
I was wondering where I saw it before, and you've been wearing it this whole time.
I have not been wearing it all this time. I am going to wear it now that you have finally found it.
So cool.
Oh, wow.
So, for those of you that are wondering, this is indeed the holy symbol of Ravenkind, and this was a gift from Marissa to me, and I have been waiting so patiently to finally be able to wear it.
So that's why you keep nudging us to go to this cast. I'm just kidding.
Yes.
I love it.
So
Audio
I'm gonna
listeners,
switch it up.
love you to death.
So when are you sending
Barry
it
is
to?
now putting it on.
When are you sending it to Marissa so she can wear it?
Good point.
No, so cool, so cool. Anyway, back. Sorry.
Thank you. This will certainly help us on our journey.
It will.
Very cool.
There we go. Oh, it's way too. I need to make sure that it like hangs over here, but I'll fix that.
We're still working to find to help your order, the knights and those amongst you. Do you think we spoke with Vladimir, and he says that his heart died long ago, but I think there has to be something. There has to be hope within him. I think only you can reach that.
Especially for you. Prophesized to bring change to this land. I am willing to risk everything that we have to try and see reason in him. If you find enough support to back me up, I will help you.
I have to come clean. When I was looking in that room, the Argenvost's room, I found the gem.
I know.
Oh, thank God. Okay. I'm so sorry for not telling you. We really need to save this land.
Choosing
What do you
whom to trust is hard in this land. I do understand.
If we can rally your troops with you. We can rally your troops towards appealing to Vladimir. You'll join us if we decide we need to bring a fight forward. Or
Yes, though there is one caveat. I do not know how far the hatred of Vladimir works. At this moment, I know it is his hatred that binds us here. And if we can convince him to take action, I do not know if that releases us from this bond or not. But if it does not, we will stand by you.
We've seen things here. We've seen souls trapped. They could not move beyond something in this place. And if you are released, do you think that your souls will be able to find peace?
That I can only hope, but I have not the answer that you seek.
All right. That looks very fitting, Casariel. It looks like you were born to have it.
Hey, John.
I think we have a laundry list of things to do. Rally the people.
I guess it's time we help these people. Oh, about the icon downstairs. We brought it back a while ago. If it could be used to help get Arkenfost's skull, we might stand a better chance if we you know what I mean, Godfrey?
I understand, but the icon belongs here.
Right.
I would see it as a favor to keep it here.
Understandable. You have a library upstairs. You can check things out. Can you? Never mind. It's fine. I guess we're going to find some books.
Good luck.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys are descending down the stairs, do you want to go all the way downstairs? Because I'll save you a couple of map changes.
Yes, please.
Have we finished basically everything in Arkenvost that we need to touch?
Unless you want to visit Vladimir, yes.
I don't think we have any reason to talk to him right now.
All right. So do you want to go to the ground floor?
I think so.
Yes.
Then I will save you the entire walk.
Do either one of you want to see, your loved ones?
Hang on, let me put down all the tokens.
I'll see him when we can help him. But for now, I don't think I could bear to look at him.
Of course. That's understandable.
Esmeralda looks at the three of you and she says, "Are you for real? You just got a really, really important item. I can't believe it."
Yeah. Yeah. This will hopefully help a lot.
Really hope so.
So do you know anything about where these, who might be interested in collecting old books in this land?
Honestly, I think you might not even stand a chance in finding them back. Like, this library has been here over hundreds of years, and I don't even know when they were stolen. And if like books decay, like the people here, I wonder if they're still around. Like, I don't know.
Worth a shot, and I think getting in touch with Basti might be a good place to start. And Volaki's book dealership. We may need to go talk to that bastard that ran the printing press, in case he got any through his doors.
That'd be an option.
Could you get some feelers out as well with your contacts, Esmeralda?
If you want, sure.
I'll copy the list over and give it to her. Really
right.
appreciate it.
Would you prefer we split up? I can see what I can do for you guys.
Oh, that would actually be great, because you could head back to the mansion and go chit-chat to Basti and, you know,
You talk to Castamere and see what's going on with them. If anything has changed.
Sure. Sure, I can do that. Absolutely. She takes one step towards the entrance and then turns around and looks at Casario. Hey, Casario?
Yes.
I have to ask. Are you angry with me?
Not angry with you. I think there's something you're not telling us. And I don't like secrets.
Casario is always on the lookout for ulterior motives, and she's always wondering about why people do things. And truth be told, she's saved my skin more times than I can count because of things I just didn't see. So I wouldn't take it personally.
With that, because I do like what you just said, make me a persuasion check, John.
Oh, okay. So you're sure it's not an intimidation check? No, okay. 13.
No. That's very nice, John. I had my mistrust with you guys initially. I guess that goes both ways. It's hard to trust anyone in this world. You're new, and you're one of many that have come to pass through Barovia, and so far, everyone that has just turns out unfruitful. They end up dead, one way or another. They fall off a cliff. They get murdered, eaten by vampires, or worse. They never get very far, but you did, and I mean, you got a blade of sunlight, and now you've got this symbol, which, like, everyone in Barovia knows of this thing, but no one has ever seen it. I guess you guys are different.
Best not to be.
There's
telling
one
too
thing I
many
have to
people
tell
about
you.
it. Then
I will keep secrets, of course, but there is one more thing I think I want to tell you. Then I want to confide in you, and I want to make sure that you are the ones that are going to help us. And truthfully, I'm on your side. I want this bastard out as well. There's been a time, right after I worked with Rudolph, when Rudolph disappeared for his own reasons, that Strahd paid me a visit. And he made a proposal to me. He said that I was very powerful, and that my working together with Rudolph gave me a unique insight on a lot of things. And he said that that would be both a blessing and a curse for me. He said that he would make it a lot more easy for me. I would just have to choose him, just stay with him. If I would, it would make sure that no harm would befall anyone around me. I chose not to agree with that. I thought that Strahd has had enough of an impact on our world already. I said no to him. I keep telling you guys that I'm a Vistani, but I'm not. As a matter of fact, I'm very much like you guys. I'm just another adventurer. I don't come from these lands. I have good connections because of Rudolph. I have good connections because of... I've been here for a little while, but the truth is, Strahd has made good on his promise. If I wouldn't listen to him, he would make sure that everyone around me would vanish. And I, for a moment, thought that everyone did. He killed people in front of my face. He sent people to their deaths, and people disappeared. And I was there sitting and knowing what happened to them. I thought the same with Rudolph, as he disappeared, never to be seen again. But Rudolph came back, and that gave me a little hope. And seeing what you guys are doing now makes me think that perhaps the story isn't over yet. I want to commit myself to you, and I want to help you, but I feel I'm cursed. Perhaps if Strahd knows that I'm back in it again, that he will make good on his promise again and visit you guys. And now that you have all these items and you're actually standing a chance to oppose him, I am so afraid that I will mess it up, possibly ruining any chance that Barovia still has.
You certainly think a lot of yourself, Esmeralda.
Zariel.
Well,
Tact. When you say he killed the people around you, did you... You're like an adventurer like us. Was it your party? Was it your family?
The friends I was with. I wasn't exactly with a party. I was just traveling with friends when I ended up here.
And are you like them, kind of? Have you come back in a different form?
No. No, I haven't died yet.
And when did you come here? How many years ago?
Just over 10 years now.
Okay. Looking at her and like her youth, does that timeline kind of match up with where she would be in life?
She looks like she's in her 30s, so it should be possible.
Strahd has visited us. He's traveled with us under a false identity, and we've lived in the same space without even knowing it. It seems he has some interest in us as well. I don't understand why, but I don't think he would kill us just to spite you, but I don't really know.
He hasn't killed Van Richten to spite you yet. You care deeply about him. Maybe there's hope.
Strahd isn't just a vicious killing machine, you know. There is something more to him, and I don't mean to try and say that he is a good guy. But his ways are difficult to understand. He isn't just rampaging and killing people that oppose him. Rather, when someone does, he tries them out. He sees how far they can go, and then he stops them. That is what I'm so afraid of. You never know when he thinks that your time has come.
I think he's going to think that soon of us.
I don't know what his logic is to say that you can or can't live, but I have seen firsthand on so many occasions over these last 10 years that he picks that moment and then it's all over.
That moment would come anyway. No matter how far we got. We just need to prepare well enough that we might hope to survive it. I don't think it's a reason to back down, and I don't think it's a reason to give up. If you give up, you're no better than some of the people that walk among this land with nothing inside them. No soul.
I agree. I just hope that you will give me your trust as I, well, at least try to help you for as long as I can.
Find the tomes. Help in that particular quest, and I hope this trust is not another mistake.
I will try. And with that, she'll turn around and she will walk out of the mansion.
We were all thinking it. Sometimes my mouth works faster than my tact. Was it? Did you call it tact?
Fact. She just told us all her friends died. Who's to say Strahd's not going to say that to you during your one-on-one meeting, that he'll wear down me and John until we're gone?
Well,
Just to have you.
we have been talking about plotting to kill him, so it wouldn't be that strange if he tried to kill us.
We have
I think-
changed the wording to stopping the darkness in the land recently to try and accommodate
your
for
PR
that.
spin on it is quite interesting.
Uh-huh.
Nevertheless, we are plotting to kill him. All over is his lands, and I don't believe for a second he hasn't seen us and heard us do all of it. So my curiosity is, why is he allowing it? That's what I want to know. Perhaps he's entertained by it, by our folly, by how hilarious it is to him that we think we can do this. Or perhaps there's more. Either way, either we're going to die, or we're going to save a lot of people. And that is my oath that I've given my entire life. How it happens, well, I hope I'm proud of how it happens. And I know it's different for you, Carla. You never made an oath. But you did make a promise that you would help people. Like the girl that you told us about. The girl you couldn't help.
I know.
So, in a way,
Just-
you did make an oath.
And I do just care about both of you, and what worries me about her story is less about you hurting her sensibilities and more about the fact that I'm very afraid you're going to end up like her. That doesn't carry out your oath either. But that's very heavy. I think we should go kill that Spider Queen. I think should be
Oh, I was
fast
thinking we
enough.
would just skip that one. Really?
I mean, well, a spider revenants running around. I mean, if any of these men die, we don't get them back if they turn into spiders.
Really? I mean, there's the roof one and the sonnet
That's the
one.
spider
The roof one
yeah,
is the spider one.
Yeah.
The noble cause of Marina. How can we forget about Marina?
Yes.
Or the
the
chapel of
swamps.
Berek.
Yeah, Berez is the
Sound it out,
swamp,
John.
so
Speak your vowels.
Beret.
Right.
Perez.
You both really think we should do that one?
I mean, it's just south of here. It's probably closer than the swamp.
If
No,
we
yeah,
do,
you're right.
if we help the other two, we might be able to. If they are rallied, if we can get them out of this fog that they're in, Maybe they can do that themselves. We have to help some of them. We have to help them if we can. And it is close. She's right.
But if more of them die and they come back as spiders, that's less for the rallying.
And Casariel, if something happens to your father or my brother and they get turned,
John, the thought of my father as a spider is something I'm actually not prepared to engage in at this moment. I would like to just pretend we're going somewhere else. So instead of saying we're going to go fight a spider queen, perhaps we can say something like,
we're going to rid
we're
the world
going...
of more evil.
Yes, that is better. Yes, that's better. Yeah.
All right, let's go to the Spider Queen.
You're such a brother.
I hate spiders.
Oh,
I love to kill them. Wait, no, I don't.
Okay. So before you go, and this is a valid question, I feel, outside, so total meta question, but the name implies spiders, and as we know, Casariel, well, rather, Marissa doesn't really like spiders. I want to make sure, are you okay with going here? Because
does it involve
spiders.
actual spiders? Because previously we've seen spidery people that are mostly just web.
I can only remove so much from the game.
Okay.
yeah, if it's particularly bad, we can just
might
that.
Actually really scream or actually really cry, but it'll be fine.
So content, great.
What we could do is, if it is an issue, we could go ahead and do the other two things: the Chapel of Berez and.
I will be okay. I will be okay, but I just can't promise that I'm going to be
All right, let's
charging in there like Casariel usually is.
I want to see some holy fire from Casariel just burn everything. Can we just give her like 4 charges of fireball just for this quest?
No.
No.
No,
What
but
if
I
we
like the
said it
suggestion.
with a please? What if we said please?
Can I roll persuasion?
So I've taken note of your option.
You receive it?
I received it. Yes.
No. That's a not spoiler. That's a teaser for our one shot coming out soon. But anyway, sorry.
Yes. So, are you going to go to? Are you going to go deeper into the forest?
I think we should take a long rest and then go deeper into the forest.
That is definitely an option.
Yes.
Let's find
Do a
our
little
little hidey
campouts.
hole that we met our dark elf friend or gray elf friend, whatever they're called again.
Yes, into the wine cellar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's wine, Gazariel. That should help.
That should help.
I've so much of it in my bag. I'll have to. I'm gonna out of game have to go through a lot of episodes and figure out what my inventory is because I know I've taken some really cool books and I think one of them might have been those two.
It might be.
Yeah.
I will help you.
I'll help you. Thanks. All right. We'll park up in Argynvost Hold, do a long rest, and then set out in the morning, I think.
Sounds
All
like
right.
a plan.
Nothing happens that will negatively impact your long rest, so go ahead and apply it.
Yay.
Oh, for purposes of attunement,
Yes.
I love narratively having the thing, but I can do most everything that it does. So do one of you guys want it?
The sunlight thing?
Daylight. Yeah, I mean,
So is that basically the daylight spell then?
That is in essence what it comes down to. It is a 30-foot radius of sunlight followed by like full light and then 30-foot dim, regarded as sunlight, and it stays there for 10 minutes.
it's not using spell slots, but I just wanted to offer it to one of you guys because I already can do daylight, and that's very vampire.
My sword is light as well, sunlight. So
Radiant doesn't really work with spirits, you know.
It seems like a supercharged holy symbol, if that makes it any sense.
Okay.
It might be handy if we get to a battle where, like, literally every spell slot is down and out.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
I'm just imagining a badass scene where Casario's holding this thing up, just brilliant lights coming at it. She's blasting away. Anyway, sorry, that's my headcanon. Okay. Long rest, baby.
All right. Have you applied your long rest?
Yup.
Yes.
All right. Rested up and quote unquote ready. You walk into the forest, following closely the location that has been indicated by the Master at Arms up on the roof of Argynvost. And as you move deeper and deeper into the forest, at some point, you will indeed notice that this forest is starting to look a little different. There's a certain mist and darkness that settles around you. Dead trees look like skeletal hands clawing out of the ground. The branches are covered in cobwebs, and a cool air sends a chill down your spine. You feel like you're being watched. You barely make out the path through the dead forest heading north.
Are we on the map?
You should be on the map.
Oh, I
Oh,
don't
have
see
I?
us.
Oh, I am so sorry. There you are.
So
You're
good.
all the way at the bottom.
Thought it was a very dramatic pause. To appreciate the terrifying music. Okay. Yeah, continue on forward, I suppose.
I'm gonna once again full tilt with this sword. I think that's is it 30 feet of sunlight?
It is indeed, and let me give you. Well, it doesn't. It does. You can do 30 feet, but it doesn't start out with that.
Right. So I'm basically pouring energy in it because it takes an action to increase it by 5
Yes.
every time, right?
And you could do that right
Yeah.
now.
So as we're
So
walking
let
along, I'm
me-
holding it up forward.
Alrighty. Let me quickly do that for you. Just making sure, because that will help with combat decisions if you are lighting up the area.
Yeah, because I basically it may give away our position unless one of you tell me to, we want to be stealthy. I'm pretty sure this place is full of things that can see us already.
Mm-hmm.
So
There you go, sir.
I'm just trying
There
to
is a
imagine
there's a radiance around you.
Okay, cool. Imagine Frodo holding up the light of a Lindil in front of this, bad things.
As you light up your sword, you notice that a couple of the trees close by are moving. Ever so slightly. And usually that would be the movement of leaves because of the wind. Instead of that, there seems to be thousands upon thousands of very little spiders that are crawling among the branches here.
I'm hoping that my brilliant light keeps them out of the bubble around us. We're paused. We can't move. Okay.
Yep.
So I'm gonna stay
going.
with Casariel and Carla. We're all moving together as a team, I think. I
I
think.
think so too. Casario, are you moving along as well?
Yes, sorry. As a cleric, I have to choose my spells every long rest, so
Oh, right. Okay, no worries.
I'm just trying
No
to.
issue.
Yeah, sorry.
I actually have to do that too, but there's like no spells for me to pick, so I just grab whatever.
As you are moving as a team, I just want to make sure, Carla, are you close with them or are you scouting ahead?
I imagine I'm definitely moving a little bit faster than them, but
All right,
Not
then you
that
are
much.
where you are.
Yeah.
As you are moving amongst the trees, you suddenly hear a branch breaking off and falling to the ground right next to you. And as you look up, you notice a large shadow with a lot of legs descending on you. Let's roll for initiative.
Alrighty. Ooh,
right into it.
Okay, hey,
So
I'll
I'm
take
gonna
it.
reroll it.
18.
7. I got a 1, which I got to reroll, and I got a 2.
No.
I got a 22.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
You're ready for this.
She is super super aware right now.
Yeah. And what the
You
18 again? It was you, John, right?
18, yeah.
And a 7 for Carla. Thank you. Alrighty. In that case, Casariel, you are first. So you will definitely notice that there is this large looming shadow that is coming down.
Yeah. So the first thing that I will do is move the fuck away from it. Yeah, I'm just gonna move my entire movement away from it. And then I will.
Are you staying within the light?
That is still within the light.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I'm going to bonus action cast spiritual weapon.
Yep. Where do you want it?
Oh, sorry. Just one second. I was still trying to like choose spells and stuff.
Oh, sorry about that.
Okay. It's 60-foot range, so I'm gonna drop it right down on top of the shadow.
Okay.
Okay.
There it is.
Great. Oops. Okay. I rolled it in D&D Beyond, but I got a 28. So it's gonna take a swipe at it. It was a actual natural 20, I guess. Was it? I don't know how to read this.
For 28,
No,
I
17.
think that...
Okay.
Oh, okay.
No, it was a 17. Okay, so that's going to be 13 points of force damage.
Nice.
And then she will just conjure 2 balls of energy in her hand and release 2 moon bolts at it.
All right.
So the first one is a million. A 19 plus, I think 8? 11. Yes. A 19 plus 11. Okay. The second one is 13?
That doesn't hit.
Okay. So the first one, I got a 1. That's terrible. 1 point of damage from the moon bolt.
Right. Still hits.
Yep. And so.
Also, that makes it bloodied.
Oh, good. It's radiant damage if that matters. And then I will just try not to freak out and keep my eyes around me on anything that's coming from like behind us or like the outskirts. Just try to be vigilant.
All right.
And that's it for me.
John, your turn.
Okay, so knowing that Carla has her armor's been damaged recently, did you ever get any new armor while we were in there? Okay, so I'm going to bonus action Shield of Faith on her, so she now has a +2 AC.
Thank you.
Okay, I feel like I would have cast Mage Armor on you because we did talk about this a little bit earlier. Like, but sorry, I was trying to choose my spells and stuff.
Okay.
I feel like as we were walking though.
Yeah, I was about to suggest that, you're heading into battle. This is what you're doing right now. I will 100% allow that because that is what you would have done.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, if you want to save that shield of fate just in case. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, you seem to be amongst them. So does Shield of Faith and Mage Armor stack, I wonder?
I think it does. Let me quickly check. I don't see a reason why it shouldn't. So
why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so I'm gonna still do it. Bonus action, Shield of Faith on her.
Thank you.
No problem.
So
and
Mage Armor.
Yep, they do.
Cool. And so with my action, so this thing is still descending. What is it? Where does it look like in the air?
It'll be on the ground in its turn, ready
Okay.
to come towards you. So it is almost on the ground.
So I'm going to. All right. As my action, let's see what this does. All right. First of all, are you 20 feet away? No. Okay, you're 20 feet away. All right. I'm gonna run forward to be within 10 feet of her and start casting. Do my Eldritch Blast. So as I'm running forward, I reach to her, and a part of my sunlight, almost in the same way that Casariel's Twilight Sanctuary zaps with a bolt of like lightning, part of the sunlight come emanating from me surrounds Carla and just becomes almost a shield. And then I reach towards them, and two string groups lash out and just wrap around, and I squeeze on the two small spiders.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast 2 Eldritch
roll.
Blasts.
Go ahead.
All right.
So one on the other, right?
Correct. Yeah, one on one. That's closest to me, and one on the other, and that is going to
Okay.
be a 19 and a 20 to hit.
They both hit.
Okay. And that's going to be 2d10. Gimme. If I could find them, that'd be great. That's one. There's going to be 10 damage on the one that's closest to me. I don't know which one has been hit already. And okay, I'll just use this one. And
The small spiders haven't been hit yet. It was just a large one.
okay, and 9 damage on the other one. So
Noted.
wow. Okay, I'll take it. So yeah, and
right.
then I'll stand like near Carla and keep an eye towards Casario that nothing sneaks up on her.
Cool. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. Casario.
Oh God.
So sorry. Your spidey sense is tingling as a spider comes out of its invisibility right next to you.
Okay.
This is literally my worst nightmare.
I
Okay.
know, I'm so sorry. I will be as non-descriptive as I can. It
It's
just
okay.
attacks.
It's okay. It's okay. It's good. It's cool. Okay.
It tries to attack you for a 21.
Okay. That hits.
Right, that is 7 points of piercing damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Constitution saving throw. That's a 5.
You will fail that. That is an additional 18 points of poison damage. It will not be poison per se, but it does hurt.
Okay.
All around you, you're noticing that the trees are starting to become alive, with more spiders joining in, it seems. Carla.
I am going to determine a tail first. Ooh, okay, that one's quite good. That will come into effect next round, and then with my main action, I am going to crossbow the spider that first showed up, the one that's bloody. So
That's the
is going
large
to-
one in the tree. Yeah.
Yes. There's a couple of them now.
A couple of big
That
ones.
is. Her 23.
That hits.
Great. That is going to be. That's not a D8. Sorry. 10 piercing damage to the spider.
Noted. It hurts, but it's still, not standing. It's floating.
Okay. Alrighty, that's. I am going to. Yeah, I'm going to stay where I am because I'm close to John. So, yeah, that's my turn.
All right. The large spider will touch the ground and come towards you. It'll try to attack Carla. The tiny spiders will try to attack John. The other ones will not make that, so they will try to get there. The large one will try to bite Carla for a 17.
Doesn't hit with the bonuses.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
The tiny spiders will swarm John, meaning they occupy his space, and they're all over you at the moment. That also includes an attack for a 21.
That will hit.
All right, you take 10 points of piercing damage, and they're completely covering you right now. You have disadvantage on any melee attacks against them.
Disadvantage on any melee attacks against me, or
Them.
that I do?
No, against them,
Oh, got it.
because they're on your body.
Got it. Ugh.
Yeah. That brings us, for now, to the top of the round. Casario.
Alrighty. Pasariel is going to freak out. Her eyes go completely purple. She starts to glow, and 2 incorporeal wings burst out of her back, and she's going to fly 30 feet straight up into the air.
Okay. I'm just
So
quickly thinking of something, but that is perfectly fine. You can do that.
okay, I don't know if I take an opportunity attack.
You do. But
Okay.
that was what I was thinking of. I was like, does that constitute an opportunity attack? It does.
Yeah.
But other than that, you will be able to do this. I'm quickly
Okay.
adding the wings to you, as far as I can.
Awesome.
They're not exactly wings, but at least it's a bit of an effect. So it will try to opportunity attack to you. It will miss. That is a 7. No.
Okay, great. Let me see. That's an action. Okay, so for my bonus action, I will move my spiritual weapon to the big fuck by Carla and John, and it
Yep.
will take another swing.
Alrighty.
19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, good. Sorry, this is all in different places. D&D Beyond. Okay, that's 28. Oop, 8, yes. Plus 5. 13 points of damage, force damage.
Nice.
It's obliterated. You kill it.
Yeah.
That's my end of my turn.
Do it like that. Awesome. John.
Crap.
Actually, yes. Okay, it's obliterated, so I can't. Okay. Never mind.
All right. I'm going to Misty Step, and I hope that that removes the spiders from me as I.
Unless you
step-
willingly want to bring them with you,
Nope.
which I don't think you do, that works.
Carl, I think you got this. And
Probably a better shot than you.
I'm gonna Misty Step over here, use my bonus action for that, and step forward and start slashing into the thing that just bit my friend.
Cool.
Is Misty Step
For reference, by the way, like the big one that you just saw, that is like an actual big spider. This one looks more incorporeal, almost like it's ghostly.
Okay, interesting. So I'm gonna. Oh, also I did roll my my Constitution check for being bitten. I got a 10, so the Shield of Faith is still up.
Cool.
Concentration. Yeah. All right. Let's first swipe. Oh, that is a natural 1. So as I come out, rather than swiping, I'm more like, get off, and that's my
Your
first
sword
attack.
just hits. Yeah, just hits like the wooden, like the rotting tree that lies just beneath this spider.
And it
Thanks,
goes through.
buddy.
Yep. No
The
worries.
tree was already dead, but in case it wasn't, it really is now.
The balance of the universe. I got a 20.
There you go. That hits.
Wow. Okay. Alrighty. What does that actually do? Cool. So is this thing? I believe it's if it's undead, it takes an extra D8. Is this thing take that?
Yes, sir. This one is.
Oh my God. Yes. Okay. Beautiful. All right. So that's going to be immediately 23 plus another 2d8. Holy crap, dude! Undead things are my favorite now. That's another 13. So that's gonna be a total of 36 radiant damage.
Times 2. It's gone.
Oh my God. Okay. And then I don't have anything else to do, so I think we're good. I look at the Kasariel. Are you okay? That's a bad question. Never mind.
She's
She's
floating up there.
glowing with eyes and glares down to you with wings out of her back. She just gives you like one of those. Yeah, I'm fucking flying with wings out of my back. I'm fine. I'm a goddamn
Awesome.
Valkyrie right now. I'm perfect.
Love it.
A large spider in the north has touched down on the ground and is making its way towards you all. It is in between the trees right now.
The tiny spiders seem to be staying up in the trees right now. That one is dead. The other large spider that is closest to John and Casario also touches the ground, moves forward a little bit, and reaches up his legs. And as he does, he shoots a web at Casario.
No.
Well, he tries at least.
Fireball would be great about now.
I know.
17?
Wait. No. 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 My armor class is 18.
So, you're 18, right? Yeah, so it's 1 point
Yes.
difference. Damn it. So the web hits your wings, but since those wings aren't real, it flies right beyond it.
Cool.
Carla,
Yes.
tell me.
You like those stories?
Do you like ghost stories?
Have a look behind you.
No!
Bitch.
Another one comes
Bites
into
the-
view as it comes out of invisibility, and it'll try to bite you.
Excellent. Okay, great.
And it probably will for a 26.
Yeah, that hits. That sure does.
That is 7 points of piercing damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
I'm actually okay at them now. That's a 17.
Cool. You make the saving throw, only taking 9 points of poison damage.
Okay, doke.
As I said, the small spiders seem to stay in the tree, so that brings us to Carla.
Okay. The tail that I got is a new one. It's the tail of the brute. And I think for this one, the figure that comes forward is probably Leonidas. He sort of gets, shimmering around, and I can pick creatures within a 30-foot radius of me, and they're all going to need to make a, I believe, dexterity saving throw. Strength saving throw. Ooh, even better. Okay, yeah. A strength saving throw of 16 to this spider, these small spiders, and this small spider.
So the ghost spider fails it narrowly with a 15. The small spider fails that with a -2. They're not that strong.
Wow.
The other small spider fails it with a -4. They're not that strong.
Ooh.
And the giant spider was already dead. Oh, you were also hitting the small one over there, right? Yeah, so there's another small one.
And just one moment there. Let me just double check.
It gets even
something.
lower. -5.
I'm within 30 feet of this now, so I reckon I would move and do this. So also this one needs to make me a throw.
Sure. I will allow that. And he makes that with a 16.
Okay, so it's going to take 17, 8 plus 17 is... What's 8 plus 17? Math people.
25.
23?
25.
Yeah, 25, sorry.
So 25 to all of those that failed, and they're also going to be incapacitated until their next turn.
How much damage did you say?
Oh, 25 thunder damage.
Whoa. That obliterates all the small spiders.
Yes, thank you. That's
Sort
what
of
you get.
Leonidas sort of like appears in like multiple different forms, sort of like laughing, like cackling the way that he does when he took over Castle Ravenloft, and it sort of shakes the trees and shakes the branches and goes into them.
That's beautiful.
I don't like that the tokens stay on the board. I don't like that.
Do you want me to remove them? I mean, I can.
Oh no. I was joking. I thought they're gonna come back. I was so scared. Anyway, ignore me. They're all fine. Everything's fine.
I'll remove them. Here we go.
Oh god, no, that's even worse.
Makes it a
Now
little
I can't
easier.
see them.
It's easier.
Alrighty.
This is easier. Yeah.
And the
So-
ghost spider itself also took a punch. He is bleeding.
yeah, and he also is now knocked prone.
That's
Sorry.
it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, not
Knocked prone,
prone.
sorry.
even.
Yeah.
I believe he's immune to that.
that's
He
fine.
is, yes.
That's fine, and this spider will take half of that, so that's going to be 12, I think. 13? maybe?
It's in your favor. They're 13.
Okay, 13 to that one.
Yep.
And that was my
Making you
bonus
bleeding
action.
as well.
Now as my main action,
Yes.
I am
Go ahead and
going,
hog all the action, Carla. We got time.
That is so cool.
I'm going to toss a massive fucking fireball right at, like, this point right here so that it'll hit these two spiders here, but not hit Xariel and John.
Yeah, you're fine, because Casario's up in the air. Yep.
Yeah. So they're going to need to make me a... what one's that one? That's a dexterity 16.
Okay. Now, spiders do tend to be a little bit more dexterous, one would say, but I don't want to jinx myself.
I'm doing 4
the large-
by the way.
The large one makes it with a 16.
It's fine.
The small ones are... God damn it, what's with the one number differences today? 15.
Okay. This is going to take me a little while to roll because it's 96.
Yeah,
You know
take it
what?
down. Those are the
fine.
fun rolls.
Yeah. Great. Let's... I really need more dice. That's my conclusion here. Okay, cool,
That's always the truth.
Yeah. Hey, if any dice companies are out there... 10. Yeah.
That sounds so
This-
satisfying. I'm so sorry.
It
Great,
does,
and I
doesn't
can-
it? Yes.
Throwing in my extra bardic die because that's just fun. That is going to be 36 fire damage. Halved obviously for the one that's saved. And basically I'm going to try and light up all of the trees here as well while I'm kind of like throwing that fireball in. My goal is to actually set the trees aflame.
I'll roll for that, but we'll see what happens. Sure. So you throw this massive fireball in between.
Mhm.
And as it explodes, the spiders are gone. They die.
Ooh.
They can't take that.
Even the big one that saved?
It's gone.
Yes.
They're not that
Excellent.
healthy.
Oh, that's worrying. Actually.
Spoken like a true adventurer. Anything else,
Yeah.
Carla?
I can't really do much else besides that. So yeah, that's me.
Cool. I rolled for the trees. The trees do not catch fire.
Okay, that's fair.
I just went for a flat d20. Anything above a 10 would be fine. Anything below that, the trees would catch fire. Rolled a 12. All right, top it around. Casariel.
All right. Trying to think about what just happened. So she looks down at John. She's like, I look magnificent. I'm okay. Thank you for your help. And then she looks over at Carla and she's about to help Carla. She's like, oh, Carla's in trouble. She's surrounded. And then Carla fucking obliterates everything. And then, boom, huge fireball next to her. She's like, holy fuck. Okay, so that's where we're at. I'm going to move my spiritual weapon to the ghostly spider next to her and take a swing at it.
Okay.
That is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Sorry, it's a plus something. I just have to check it out. I think it's a plus 5. Plus 5, yeah. So it's 7 points of radiant damage.
It's gone. You kill it.
Yay! And then I will fly over here. And I'm going to release 2 moonbolts at the one that's still left on the board.
Alrighty.
Oh my god, I got a natural 1 on the first roll and a 3 on the second.
hits.
So that's
They
14
both
on the
miss.
second.
Oh, sorry. 14 on the second. That hits.
Yeah, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 14. Okay, that hits. All right, so that's 5 points of radiant damage
Yep.
plus an 11 additional points of radiant damage as my figure flares and I just release a boom of radiant energy.
Love it.
What happens?
It fucking dies. It fucking dies. And it better not come back and better tell his fucking friends, leave us the fuck alone. That's what happens.
Fair enough.
Cool.
All the activity around you settles. The odd small spider quickly scurries away in between the trees, and it seems that for now, they're going to leave you alone.
The wood has gotten murky of late.
While you're flying, can you see above the tree line where we should be going?
I'll fly another 30 feet in the air. So now I'm 60 feet in the air.
Wonderful. As you fly up, yes, you can indeed see where you need to go. For a little ways just beyond the tree lines, you will see a couple of ruins. And the ruins seem to be more and more covered by spider silk than where you are right now. If anything, this must be the place where you need to go. It is directly north of you.
Sariel will fly down and touch the ground, and then she looks like super badass and radiant. And then when she comes back to herself, she's like tears in her eyes and like falls into like John.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
no, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. What do you mean?
You
Everything's
did
fine.
amazingly. And Carla.
Yes.
Holy
Damn.
shit, Carla. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no,
Well
there's
done.
a huge fuck off ruins. Like right there. It's
I prefer fighting the
really
big ones. Ugh.
Oh,
yeah,
fair. We need
it's
to
that
keep
way.
track of them.
So
Okay, well,
as we're walking along, I'm also using prestidigitation to light the webs on fire as we're moving.
Cool. You totally can. As you're moving forward, you will reach a very small bit of water. And at the other side, you will see some ruin. And we'll approach them after the break. Because we have a
Ooh.
break.
Oh my god, I totally missed that. Wow. You okay?
Well done so far.
Are you all
Are
right?
you okay? You're doing well.
doing
Great.
so good.
No,
That's
I
great.
appreciate it. Thank you for making the tokens not super. They're good, and no
Yeah,
sound
they're
effects.
still spiders, but
Great.
they're
I
not
appreciate
that.
all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The music has it a little bit, but that's it. You know,
Oh,
I
yeah,
wanted to
okay,
make it
okay,
as
yeah.
like spiders are spiders, but I
Yeah.
want to keep it as down low as I can for you.
For those of you listening and or watching, in our first campaign that we did, like our little kind of test campaign, Papa was not aware of my arachnophobia, and I actually really do have severe arachnophobia. And we walked into this room, and the sound effects, I think I literally started just like bawling, crying. And
You
that
literally
was,
started crying. I felt so bad.
yes, he's being very nice to me right now, and I appreciate it.
He's a good DM.
I do try.
Yes, he is.
All right, let's take a break. We will be back soon for the people on Twitch, and we will be back instantly for the rest. See you in a bit.
For real quick, for those of you who are watching on YouTube or listening to the podcast, if you could comment and just tell us what are some of the worst things that you've ever had to fight in D&D, something that you would never want to do again. I just want to know
good
about
question.
some of these things. And yeah, pop those in there. And if anyone who is live watching us right now, we're going to be in the Discord and chatting there. And if you're watching on YouTube or listening to the podcast, if you ever do show up to the live cast, we do hang out during our breaks. So we'll see you guys later.
All
See you
right.
then.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Good to see you again. I hope you had a wonderful break. I know we did. Well, a lot of people in Discord. It was fun to talk to you guys. I do always do enjoy that. Like, you know, during while we're recording, we don't really have a lot of time to react to our chat in Twitch, but it's always nice to see people in our break so we can actually just like, answer some questions and have a talk. So thank you for that. It's fun to see you guys. So where did we leave off? I think we all know, right? We're knee deep in spiders.
We're in
You guys,
we're in the
you
happy
guys have
forest
just been through. Yes, the happy forest of nothing wrong
of unicorns and elves.
and
Okay.
other things. Yes. So you've just been through Argynvost, talked to a couple of people, and you've taken up one of the quests that was given to you. There is apparently a dangerous spider queen that is living in the forest nearby, turning revenants into spider revenants and subsequently sending them to Argynvost to cause malice. And you are sent to the forest to dethrone and decapitate her very being. You have just went through a part of the forest where there was a bunch of spiders accosting you, but you have managed to persuade them to see things your way rather quickly. Casario flew up to see where you have to go, and she saw some ruins in the distance, so you know where to go. And as you are going northbound, you will get to that ruins very close, very soon. As you move through the tree line, a little whiles later, you will notice that the tree line gives way for a very icky, murky stream of water, which doesn't look that great. It might be coming from the swamp, especially telling by the smell. I don't know if you guys have ever been to an actual swamp, but swamps don't smell nice. They smell of death, decaying plants. There's this sort of like rotten stench that is there.
2 of us live in
Combined with the
Florida.
musk.
Sorry.
Yeah, you go to any part of Florida. Yeah. Musky, muddy, horrible. In the distance, you notice that there is a trail that is leading upward towards the ruins. And the question is, as I always ask you guys, what is your next move?
Before we go any further, how hurt are you all?
I'm good.
I'm a little creeped out, but I'm fine.
Oh. All right.
I think... has it been more than 10 minutes, us walking?
Yeah.
Okay. So the shield is ended.
You look.
But I'm still going to be holding the sword. It's still bright as all day. Do you think... I feel like we need to keep this just to keep anything at bay, the darkness.
I will give you your lights.
You don't necessarily need to do that every time. It's just mentioning it so we all know it.
I know, but I just like having like a light effect around it.
It's so cool.
Audio listeners,
Casario will...
love you.
Radiant energy is going to spill forth out of her hands, and she'll heal herself. I'm going to use my healing hands. And then she'll just use Cure Wounds, and as she does, over her injuries, she'll just rub her hands with that radiant light, and it restores her.
Okay.
Before you do that, if you're going to do that, do you think it might be better to... And he pulls out the face staff. This can heal all of us.
Were you damaged?
I did take some. Some of the little buggers got under my armor.
Oh.
So, here. And I'm going to go ahead and cast Cure Wounds on all of us. Just to reduce the amount that you have to do. I got to figure out how much. Is it just a level 1, I think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well...
Does it have more than one charge, though?
6.
I think maybe.
It only has the 1 charge of Cure Wounds, I think, but it does have it does have the temporary hit point thing that I don't fully understand. Once per day. What is the temporary hit points? Is it 10 temporary hit points?
From the face staff, you mean?
Yes.
Gosh.
I think I have it in the notes as well. Let's see. No, I have no notes for that.
One moment.
That's a great sound, by the way. I love that sound. I hate that sound.
What?
The clicking. Nothing. The sound in the...
Don't listen to the music.
Yeah, don't listen to the music.
Oh, I can't hear it.
Good.
I don't know why.
I'd be very glad. You might have turned
It's
it.
a blessing. It's a blessing. Don't worry.
Oh.
Oh, there we go. I got it. Feign Custom Power 2. 2d6 plus 2. There we go.
Yes, which will become 3d6 plus 3 when you recover the... when you place back the third gem.
Okay, so... okay. So that's a total of... So you guys get... Oh, shoot. There we go. 6 plus 3. You guys get 9 health points, and then you get an additional 11 temporary hit points. 9. And then whatever else you want to heal.
Poisoned, right?
I don't think anyone was poisoned.
No, I think
Perfect.
Casario was.
It was just
poison damage.
poison damage, but no poison effect.
Okay. That's better.
All right, and I'll hold up the sword, and I can take the lead if you'd like. Do you think the water is... hang on, I think I can try something, and I'm going to cast Detect Poison? Detect Poison and Disease.
Okay.
in a sphere. So for the duration, you can sense the presence and location of poisons, poisonous creatures, and diseases within 30 feet of you. You can also identify the kind of poison, poisonous creatures, and disease in each case. Blocked by a foot of stone.
You currently notice nothing.
Okay. So this water doesn't seem poisonous, but best not to get drenched. And I try to jump.
Okay. If you are jumping, you are going to have to make me a acrobatics check.
Damn. 5.
Okay. So you make it to the other side, and as you reach the other side, your boots just hit a patch of mud that slips forward, and you lose your balance and fall backwards into the water. You are soaked. And you stink. This is like it luckily isn't stagnant water, but it might as well have been.
You okay?
Don't get drenched. It stinks.
Oh.
The bulk of eternal stench.
I'm holding up the sword out of the water to keep.
Ever.
No. All right. Let's just get to solid ground. I'm gonna reach my hand out to help you guys if you want to jump as well.
Oh, I'll make a little running start and try to jump over to John.
Kala,
What?
I'm gonna try to just pick up this log and shove it across to the other side where Carla can just walk on it. Would that work?
You could try.
Yeah.
That looks rooted in there.
All right. Give me a strength check.
Okay.
You need me to jump back.
Okay. That's a 19 minus 1, 18.
Perfect. This is rotted wood, and it isn't that heavy, other than maybe the water that has been soaking into it.
Rotted?
You will be fine to move this.
Okay,
So
but would
there is
it
a log
be fine?
across the water now.
Would it be fine for her to walk on it if it's rotted? I want to test it.
That's a good question. It feels a little soggy.
I should be. We should be okay, shouldn't we? Maybe you should go first, and I'll pat you on the back, and I'll cast guidance as well as I'm doing it. Go ahead. You can do it.
All right. I'm just going to kind of lift up off of the ground, and like a silvery purple mist is going to be at my feet. I'll lift me up, and I'll just float across gracefully.
You will indeed.
Have we established that I can take Carla with me when I do that?
You have not established that.
Oh.
I don't know why. Like, this should be the question that I should be asking John, but I for some reason he's been carefully avoiding this. I've been asking Casariel this so far, and now I also have to ask Carla. I am so deeply sorry. Carla, what do you weigh?
Like, it's hard to determine mine just because I have the bag of holding, so like technically I have a weight that's more than what it is.
Yeah, but the bag of holding is just like out of the question in terms of like counting. So just the rest.
Yeah, I think it's like 120, 130.
Okay,
You're not wearing your armor anymore. So.
that's true. Not that it was that heavy, but it saves a little bit. Sure.
Were you going to jump? Is that what you were going to do? Just jump
I was
across?
going to go across the wood. I thought you were going to go across it as well. I didn't realize you were flying. Yeah. Okay, if you're flying, then I'm just going to go across it, but I'm going to transfer that guidance to myself and give it a go.
Yeah,
just
and
try to like be nimble about it.
I'll hover above her. That way, if it gives way, I can grab her hands.
Sure.
Or grab her.
And in that case, you could do me an acrobatics check with advantage.
Ooh, fun. Okay. Acrobatics. Okay, so that is a 19 plus my...
Make it across
Okay, cool.
beautifully.
Just to have the guidance plus a 3 is like 20 something. Very fun.
Nice.
Alrighty.
Well, I'm just gonna walk across. I'm already pretty soaked, so I'll catch any of you if you want to jump, or I guess Carla.
I'll give it a go and I'll take a little... I'll guide again. I'll be like, okay, come on, you can do it, Lilac Heart, and I'll take a running start for him with another acrobatics check.
Absolutely.
Okay. Dirty 20.
You'll make it without an issue.
Thank you, John. Oh, you. I'm going to reach into my bag and pull out the perfume, the lavender perfume that I've taken. I'm going to be like, this
Yeah.
it's very special to
Finally,
me.
we find out what that was for. Really for.
I'm going to
Cover
press
him
the
in a little bit of
digitation a little bit, but it's not enough.
So there's two ways to describe this, and the one that's in my mind is the best. I'll avoid it. You smell terrible.
Right.
You still do. Like, you smell terrible, but with lavender added to it.
Well, if we're going to see the Fane of the Swamp, then I guess I dress the part, and I'll start walking up.
Funny you should say that.
No.
Oh God.
The path itself winds a lot further upwards.
So until we encounter any resistance, I imagine we're going to continue just winding this path. I'm going to stay away from the cliff.
As we're going along, do I notice anything like some sort of looking around? Think of a
You
note.
notice that you're getting closer to some ruins. Other than that, it is eerily quiet here.
How wonderful.
As you reach the top of the ruins, there is an entrance here. There must have been a set of doors here, but there aren't anymore.
What does this building look like? These ruins? What are they?
It must have been some sort of like either some sort of hall, like a guild hall, which would be weird over here, or something like a church, which equally would be kind of weird here. But that is what it looks like. It has been mostly reduced to rubble.
Do you think this place has always been a swamp?
Probably not.
Right. We see a small area around us. Okay, go. Sorry.
I know. As you walk inside, you will notice that the entire area of the church, or whatever it might be, is indeed reduced to rubble. And as you look around, you notice that there are a couple of interesting shapes around you. Left, right, all around you in the corners are elongated forms that resemble a shape of a human, wrapped tightly in spider silk. And as you are looking around you to take that in, you hear a very subtle laughter. Welcome. As you look to your left, you notice that there is a lady standing there, if I can call her that. The Spider Queen looks at all of you. She looks pretty much like a normal human being, but there is something off about her. Her body looks pretty humanoid, but there is something off about it. Her face looks like it might have been pretty once, but it looks like it is touched by something. And as she stares intently at you, she says,
Such succulent mortals. I have not devoured pink flesh in a long time.
Why are you doing this? Who are you?
I am the rightful queen of spiders. And you have just come in time for dinner.
Before anything starts, can I use my action to do my channel divinity? And just create a bubble of light around, like basically infusing the light around us with the divinity, so everybody gets a +2 to attack.
Absolutely, you can do that.
Cool.
And as you do that, that will also incite the combat round. So please, if you will, roll for initiative.
Yay!
Better, thank God.
Let's do this one for a change.
Ooh.
18.
Let me note that. All right.
17.
17.
6. Yep. I'm really on the ball.
Cool.
You guys have a +2 to all attack rolls
Ooh, thank
within
you.
20 feet of me.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Are you guys ready?
No, let's go.
I have to ask, right? The Spider Queen doubles back and jumps behind a little wall over here. And as she does, a leg protrudes from her back and points back at the three of you. And as it does, it casts poison spray towards you.
Counter spell. Counter spell.
That definitely counters it.
Yeah. Level that I'm taking. I'll go third. If it's more, I will go more.
Cantrip.
For a poison spray,
it's a cantrip.
that's a cantrip. So you'll just have to do like singular level. That's enough.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
Cancelled.
Counter spell.
Okay. So she points a leg towards you, and there's like a, but nothing comes out.
Gets whisked away.
All right. She moves over there, and that'll be the end of her turn. Carla.
Okay, I am going to move my full movement here until I can see her.
Can
I see her from here?
will...
I can move like this way-ish if it will
Then you
give
can.
me a
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I am going to take one of the alchemist fires that we have.
Yep.
And I'm going to toss it at her. So it has a 50-foot range, I believe.
Yep.
Oh no. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and it will take 1d4. So it's a ranged attack. Okay, great. So that's
Yep.
what I'll do. Two. With ranged attack, would I do it the same way that I would do a crossbow, or is that like different to that?
Are you proficient in crossbow?
I am. I'm proficient in that. Yes.
All right. So take the proficiency off, and then you can roll that. So your proficiency should
Okay.
be your like you. I think
Plus
you have like
4.
a +3 or +4. If you
+4,
take
okay.
that off,
Great.
you can roll whatever you have left as bonus.
Okay, so it's 11 plus. So it's
Plus
that
the 2
plus
from me.
12. Yeah, so that is going to be. Why can I not count today? 16? Does that hit?
That doesn't hit you. It flies right over her, but it will create an area of fire on the ground that I will allow.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. So, yes.
So
okay,
you throw it in her
I-
general direction.
in her general direction. Yeah.
How does it state how big that area of pool of fire is that it like creates? If it doesn't, it will be 5 feet.
Actually, you can throw out the ranged attack against creature on hit. I don't think it does make a pool of fire, to be honest. Now that I'm looking at it. So it says this sticky adhesive fluid ignites when exposed to air. As an action, you can throw this fast to 20 feet, shattering it on impact. Yeah, and it doesn't state anything about an area of effect.
I will allow it still on the ground as a little cool effect. Why not?
Yeah, okay.
Right next to her, fire arrows.
Very
you
cool.
should be
Okay.
able to see that. There you go.
Great, and then
This is a cool tactic. I want to reward.
Okay, as my bonus action then, I will determine a tail, and we'll see if it's one of those ones that immediately comes into effect.
Okay.
It doesn't, so it'll come into effect next round, and we'll get to that then. And then I used all my movement, so I'll stay here.
As you will. Casario, your turn.
Is it dim light here?
Yes, it really is.
Okay, then Kasariel will, a silvery purple mist is going to gather at her feet. She's going to lift 30 feet into the air. I'm going to use another Steps of Night. And I am going to fire a guiding bolt. That's first level at her.
All right. You should be able to see her, so yes.
Yes. Which dice to use? Okay. 16 to hit.
That doesn't hit.
Oh. Okay. That's all I can do.
All right. In turn, she uses a legendary action to cast a poison spray at you. And that will be Constitution saving throw.
From me, is it, or?
No, Casario. She cast it at her.
11.
Let me see what her. No, that is not enough. You will take. What's her level? A total of. It's okay. 8 points of poison damage.
All right.
Anything else?
Not for me.
All right, John.
John's going to start rushing towards her, and then mid-step after 10 feet, he's going to misty step to about here, and then he's going to keep moving and
right, make your token.
Start swinging.
So you made the misty step here, right?
Right, and then he'll move forward one more step. So I wanted to.
You will not, because you're caught in a web. The web
God damn
was
it.
hidden from you, and you're caught.
Oh,
Why did I word it like that? It was supposed to be so cool, like mid-step. Oh man, never mind. Okay. So, given that, I'm going to point at the feet of her on the right side, so the opposite of the fire, and say,
Yep.
"Stoker, get her!" and cast
I love
Shaman
it.
Shadow Spawn.
Yep, good call.
All right, and that is my bonus action. Oh, shoot! I don't think I can do that if I misty step. Never mind.
Yep, good call. You cannot.
Nope,
But that's still
I don't.
very cool.
That would have been so good. I hate this. Okay, you know what? I never get to use this anymore. I pull out my wand and I fire.
yeah.
Do you still have the wand?
I do.
Yeah, we said for one more big thing he could do it for.
That is true. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Go
So
ahead and use
that's a D percentile.
Yep. So let's go for the D100. I love it.
There we go. And oh, damn it, cock die. That is a 27. I don't think I've ever gotten a 27.
Do tell us.
I am looking for it now. Okay, 27. 27 is you cast Stinking Cloud. So
Cool.
I don't even cast anything. I just smell really bad, and it cast at her.
So hang on.
Yeah.
Because Stinking Cloud actually is an attack thing.
Let me look to see what it does.
So you can read it if you want. I already have it here.
Okay. You create a 20-foot radius sphere of yellow nauseating gas centered on a point within the range. The cloud spreads across
Yes.
corners, and this area is heavily obscured. Heavily obscured means that we can't see them, they can't see us. Unless they have some other way of seeing. Cloud lingers in the air
Also
for the
correct.
duration. It is 1 minute long, has a 20-foot radius, and each creature that is completely within the cloud at the start of its turn must make a Constitution saving throw against poison. On a failed save, it spends its action retching and reeling. The creatures that don't need to breathe or are immune to poison automatically succeed, and a moderate wind can get rid of it after 4 rounds.
All right. So feel free to make it.
God
that
damn
check.
it.
Or is it on
At
it's
the
on your
start,
start?
at the start, yeah.
Yeah.
So just I hold it up. I haven't used this in forever. And
So you've obscured the target where none of us can see it.
and
That
smells
I'm
horrible.
probably
Possibly
going to
poison
be
yourself.
yes. This is going to be wonderful.
Cool.
Yeah. It's a cool magic item, isn't it?
Oh, it's wonderful. All right.
Alrighty. Top it around. Behind all of you, you notice that one of the cocoons is moving rapidly, and as it bursts open, a spider revelant
The Spider Revenant needs to take its bearings, but when it does, you can bet that it will try to help its queen. The Spider Queen does not need to make a check for this
God damn it.
Oh, immune.
And she quickly scurries aside over here and jumps behind this wall. As she does, she turns to John and points at him. And
I'm
she
in the
casts-
obscured cloud. Can she see me?
Yes, she can.
Oh, god damn it.
This is her lair, buddy.
Ah.
Yep, she has web sense, and this place is covered in webs, so she can definitely see where you are. She points at you, and she casts suggestion at you.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
I need a wisdom saving throw.
All right. I'm gonna use this die. That is gonna be a 12.
That is not enough. She says, "It would be wise if you would just give up. Cast away your weapon. Throw it away."
Do I have to do this now or on my turn?
Either or, but in essence, that weapon will fly.
So, what? Because I'm holding my wand in my hand right now, having just shot this. What weapons? Like all of them? Do I just throw everything?
In that case, she will have clarified this.
God damn it! Yeah. Okay. Alright.
I think John's within 30 feet of me, so counter charm, you have advantage on saving throws. If it's considered a charm.
That is definitely a charm. Yes.
Okay. Let's. Oh baby.
So then
Okay.
feel-
I got a 14 plus 9. That is a 23.
Okay. In that case, you
Thank
save, and that doesn't happen.
I imagine because it's said as like if he can hear me, not if he can see me or anything. So I imagine what's happening is as she's like pointing her leg, I'm like, John, and that pulls
Don't
him
listen
out
to her.
of the reverie. Yes. Remember Sergei's words.
Right.
You hear an angry sound coming from her as she uses the dim light to obscure herself. She is rendered invisible. Carla, your turn.
I'm going to turn to the Revenant that's after waking up. And it's going to need to give me a, I believe, wisdom saving throw of wisdom saving throw of 16.
All right. It will do so with disadvantage because it's still coming out of its cocoon.
Great.
Not that it needed that, because I just threw a... No, it really didn't need that. That's a 5.
5, great. It's going to take 18 points of psychic damage, and it's incapacitated until the end of its next turn as Casario's mother, her vampiric claws sort of reach into its eyes and sort of pierce through into the skull.
Okay. That is a way to describe that. So Casario's mom just claws his eyes out.
Yes.
18 points, you said, right?
18 points of psychic damage, please.
Noted.
And then for my main action, what do I want to do? It's really difficult because I can't see her.
It's not my fault this time. She's invisible.
That's so fair.
You don't
That's
know
so
that
fair.
because you couldn't see that.
God damn it! Stop telling them these things.
Okay. Would just Thunderwave push away that stinking cloud?
I
It
will
has to
allow
be-
that, yes.
Okay. Never mind.
It's like a
Yeah,
strong wind, right?
A strong wind and thundercloud makes sound. Sound is air. I'll allow that.
Okay, and especially I do it out of my bagpipes as well, which I think, right?
Moving air, right?
Yeah. So I'm going to move close to this particular cocoon, and as
Yes.
I reach it, I'm going to cast Thunderwave from there in the hopes that it will blow some of that smoke away as well as hit this cocoon. So,
Okay.
I presume it's an automatic hit for the cocoon.
It is stationary, so yes.
Okay, great. So that is all 5s. That's 15 points of Thunderwave thunder damage or
Thunder
lightning
damage.
damage. Yeah, thunder damage. And
The
it
stinking
is
cloud.
pushed back 10 feet as well.
So it is not, because it is a stationary item and it's very sticky. But
Okay.
the cocoon is destroyed.
What about the web? Does the web get caught up in it at all?
Unfortunately not.
A,
The
okay.
cocoon is destroyed. The revenant
Wonderful.
itself inside, however, is
Oh,
not.
damn it.
It is active on the battlefield right now.
Great. That's my turn.
Alrighty. Kazarian.
Is John still in the web?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna fly. So the cloud is gone.
Yes, so you can see him. And you can see the web now as well, now that he's caught it.
Okay. I'm gonna use my movement to fly. Oh, I can't do that with the wall, but I'm gonna go here. And then I'm gonna use my action to take out my tinderbox and strike a match and toss it into the web.
Okay. You don't need to make a throw for that. You could totally do that. However, the web does not catch fire.
Balls. As my bonus action, I would like to conjure my spiritual weapon. Can it take a swipe at the web that is
I don't
holding
see a
John?
reason why not. I don't see a reason why not, so sure.
Okay, do I think that would help him you get out of actually I'm not going to do that.
I can answer a lot of questions, but I can't
I'm not going to do that.
think what
John
you're
can
thinking.
Misty Step. I know he's probably got this. So I actually am going to conjure my spiritual weapon and I'm going to put it at that revenant
All right,
there. And it's going to take a swipe.
let's go.
Ugh. 19 to hit.
That hits, I believe. Yes, it does.
6 points of radiant damage.
Noted. It does a lot more than you might have expected.
Yay! Really wish I hadn't used my action to try to burn that web, but now we know. So that's it for me.
Cool. John, before
All
you
right.
start your turn, a spray of poison is sent your way.
Yeah.
You need to make a, I believe, Constitution saving throw. Yes.
Alrighty, let's give it a roll.
Yes.
And that is I got a 19 out of 26.
You're cool. So
I am
it sprays right past you.
It hits me, but it smells less bad than the stinking cloud did. So, all right. So what do I like? If I'm trapped in this web. I want to break free and move forward towards where I saw her run, because blindside.
You'll probably have to do something about the web. This web, now that you're caught in it, is unlike anything you have ever seen before. This is like, it's a webbing, that's clear, but holy shit, this thing is strong.
All right. Can I start slashing and pushing through it, trying to kick my way through?
You can try to move yourself out of that, which would require a strength check. You can try to destroy part of the webbing so you can move out of it, which would require an attack roll.
All right.
Both you will do with disadvantage.
Okay. I think we're gonna go with an attack if I can.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my attack on this web. Oh, come on. I got a 15.
With
to hit.
disadvantage. Then.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
That
Well,
is-
I don't think I can roll much lower than that, so let's... Yes, I can. I got a natural 1.
Wow. So you miss. Your sword is just stuck on the webbing.
All right, so if that was one of my attacks, can I get my second attack?
Yes, because you didn't attack.
Cool. Another... And that's better. Okay, I got a 16 and a 15 on the die, so that's a 26 as my low.
That'll hit.
All right, and just attack it?
Yes.
All right, and that is going to be... What's that? 8 total radiant damage.
Okay. The webbing takes a beating, but it's still there.
All right, and I'm going to use my bonus action to slash at the webbing with my shield, trying to push it away or knock it prone and nothing happens.
Roll me a d20 flat.
Oh God. Okay.
Know what you're doing, buddy.
Why do I describe things? I got a 19.
Okay, you do not lose your shield in the webbing.
He's not panicking, but he's kind of panicking. I hate this. For the record, I have 2 Misty Steps that I've used already.
What? How?
In the last fight,
Previous battle and this battle. Yeah.
I literally used the Misty Step to get into this. I have another means to get out of this, but it's a last resort.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm still glowing, by the way. Oh, I forgot to add my my +2 to that last one. I think it was a 14, 15. It was a 17 for my first attack. No, it was a critical miss. Never mind. Ignore me. I'm done. My roll, my everything's done. I'm sorry. I'm not panicking. Everything's fine.
Need a second there? Okay, cool. The Spider Queen, top of the round, is going to move around somewhere. And will potentially decide to hold an action. The Revenants will start to join in with the attack. Just for the effect that you did with Casariel's mom, is that a thing that lingers or that has any effect on his movement, or was it just an attack?
It was on his turn. I believe he is incapacitated. Let me have a double check. Yep, incapacitated until the end of its next turn. So at the end of its turn, it can start doing stuff, but not now.
In that case, it will stay over there, feeling very stupid. The other Spider Revenant will move into the web with grace.
Oh God.
It'll try to do a 2 claw attacks and a bite attack.
Bring it on.
That is a 23.
Shield.
Okay.
So
And
I have 25 AC.
So that misses, and a 15, which misses. And subsequently a bite, which goes for a 22.
Miss. So even though I'm trapped, the light from my weapon is just repelling this thing in different ways.
Wonderful. You're noticing that the other cocoons are rapidly moving, but nothing happens just yet. Carla.
I am going to bonus action determine a tail. Okay, cool. Casariel's mom stays up, I guess, is the answer to that. She can do stuff in her next turn. Okay, and then for my main action, I wish I had anything that could detect things. Fuck me. Alright.
I do.
I know. There's so much here. I want to save all my big boy spells for that. Okay, I'm going to take out my crossbow and I'm going to shoot the one attacking John, and since it's engaged with someone else, I can add sneak attack to that, so
100%.
hopefully that will help.
In case it hits, of course.
Yes, it 18 plus 7, I think that hits, right?
No, it doesn't.
Oh my god. Alright, ooh, max. Okay. And then the sneak attack. Ooh, double max, let's go. 11 plus, that's 17 piercing damage to it.
Okay. It's a non-magical crossbow, right?
Yes. So I know it'll do less, but it's something.
That's still, like, how much was it?
17.
Alright, that's still 9.
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to just then duck over here to try and get a little bit of cover, I guess, like in between here.
You can jump behind that if you want. It's like, that's a low, like, it's not even a wall.
Okay, cool, yeah. Great, I'll do that.
As you do that, you'll notice that the Spider Queen is over there.
Hi, girl! How you doing?
Because she isn't invisible, she's just hiding. It's Ariel.
Right. Well, I can see her because I'm in the air.
Yes.
So I am going to. What am I gonna do? I will cast Guiding Bolts at her. I'm going to cast it at 3rd level.
Go ahead.
Oh, which die to use? I'm scared. 19 to hit?
It hits.
Oh, actually, 21 to hit because of John's +2. Do I get
Yes. It hits even more.
that? Great. Perfect. That's 6d6. Okay. That's 27 points of radiant damage.
Lovely. That does more than what you would have expected initially, perhaps.
Good.
Lovely. That is a lot.
Also-
in turn, as she was holding her action, she cast web at you.
Counter spell.
What does it do in the air? That's interesting.
This is a new turn. It's another reaction.
That is true. It'll cancel out the web.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
She's also glowing, so you get whoever attacks her next gets advantage. So I get a good one.
Great.
For my bonus action, I will. Does my spiritual weapon get stuck in the web?
It does not.
Great. It's gonna attack this guy over here.
Alrighty.
22 to hit.
That hits.
7 points of radiant damage.
How much was it?
7.
Nice. Isn't that
Spiritual
force damage?
weapon?
It's is it? Force damage, that sounds right. It is
Yes.
force damage. Sorry. Yep.
Yep, no issue. That still does damage, but not a double damage because it's undead. Yeah.
I think I might have said radiant damage the first time it hit then too. The first guy.
Could be.
I think I did.
Well, it is what it is.
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry.
From now
This is a
on,
tense
we
moment.
know. Okay, that is the end of my turn.
Wonderful.
Actually, I'm gonna fly 30 feet higher. So now I'm 60 feet in the air.
Okay. That brings us to John.
I hate webs. And I'm gonna thunderstep. I'm gonna thunderstep.
Okay.
So I can't see her, I don't think, from where I am. Where I was?
Not at the moment. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I know where Carla was, and
You've
so-
seen Casario fire a bolt in that
yeah.
general direction.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna bound over here, and for thunderstep, that's gonna be I think 3D. So first of all, I believe it is a Constitution saving
Dex,
throw.
I believe.
No, it's Constitution. Constitution saving throw 17 for everybody within 10 feet of me.
All right. So the Spider Revenant succeeds that with a dirty 20.
Nice.
And the spiritual weapon doesn't have to roll that. The web does not have a constitution.
Okie dokie. So it's 3d10. If I could find a couple of d10s, that'd be lovely. There we go. Okay, cool. And last one. I got a 10, a 1, and a 7. So that is going to be 18 force damage. Or thunder
right.
damage, sorry. Thunder.
Noted for the Spider Revenant. The web also takes a beating, but it is still there.
Yeah, so the Spider Revenant, I believe, takes 9.
Yes, it does.
All right, and then if I can see her now, I'm going to use my bonus action to reach towards her, and some luminescent strings lash out, flare red, and I'm using my Hexblade's Curse on her.
Counterspell.
It's not a spell.
It's a curse, right? Yeah, that's fair. She cannot do that.
I was gonna, yeah, because if it was, I was like, what level would it be? But cool. So yeah, the strings lash out. I imagine she tries to counter, unless you do.
No,
want
she
to
doesn't
stick to
try.
it. Okay, she doesn't try. Yeah. Okay. Cool. and they flare and nothing else happens for the moment.
All right. She will, as a legendary action, cast a poison spray at you.
Right on.
That is a con save.
On save. That's gonna be like my third natural one today. Well, in this fight, natural one.
That is not enough. That will hit you for a grand total of 17 poison damage.
Yeah. Thank you, temporary hit points. So you said 17.
17.
Got you.
All right. That brings us to the top of the round. With the Spider Queen. Let me see. She will, as her first action, cast Fog Cloud right in front of her. This creates a heavily obscured area. I will put that over here. All of you are caught in that. You will not be able to see right now because of the obscuring factor. Spider Queen moves into that. Secondly, she will cast another web at Casaria. Let me quickly check. Terrain. Because usually it just hits when it's the ground, but when you fire it at a player, there is a different rule. I need a strength check from you.
Oh boy. Okay, liquid core dice. Don't do me wrong. 16. No, I'm sorry. No, that is incorrect. My strength is a -1. I rolled a 14. That I was doing Constitution. That's 13.
Not
13.
enough.
Yeah.
The webs envelop you, and as it does, you will plummet to the ground because you are constricted.
Oof. Okay.
That means that you are currently 60 feet in the air. That is going to be 66 points of falling.
Well, I'm not using any like wings or anything to fly. I'm just flying like magically. So would I fall? It's good for the drama. You can if she casts it on like the little like silvery kind of cloud thingy that like is holding me up there, then I could fall.
All right, if you're okay with that, then we'll roll. And I will look that up after the game because I think that is a very good question. If it would like obscure, have an effect on magical moves.
Mm-hmm.
That is 24 points of bludgeoning damage. What you will have.
I'm just
And
imagining
you'll be
this
on the ground.
floating ball of web bumping into things.
You are on the edge of the large web, but you will miss that. You will be caught in a web, but not in the large web.
Okay.
Okay. Other than that, we have two spider revenants. One, I think, is still busy with Casario's mom, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, so still
Did it take any more?
incapacitated.
Did it take any more psychic damage when it got hit?
It'll on my turn.
Oh, okay.
It'll
Okay.
yeah.
And the other one, seeing as the area is obscured over there, the only thing it can do right now is attack Casario. No, hang on. Because they take their turn before the Spider Queen. It can only move towards you, but it cannot attack you yet because you would still be falling at his turn. He will not attack you this way. Fair is fair. That brings us to Carla. You are currently in a heavily obscured area.
So the way that psychic glance works is I've been using it mostly as a thing that I see whenever I see someone, because usually I don't know their name when I'm casting it on something. But alternatively, I can utter a creature's name, and if it's within 120 feet of me, it becomes the spell's target, even though I can't see it. So I'm going to like let out like a cry of like Spider Queen and hope that I hit her with my psychic glance.
That is
So
not her
she,
name.
yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. If that doesn't work, then that's fine. That's what I'm gonna try. It doesn't work. Cool. For the Spider Revenant, it's going to take 18 points psychic damage.
The one
wait,
that's
no,
still...
sorry. Yeah, can it make me another roll, actually, with another wisdom saving roll?
It definitely can, which it will do because it was already incapacitated, so it will do with disadvantage.
Okay.
Which is a natural one, so no.
Great, so it's going to take 18 points of psychic damage and it's still incapacitated.
Thank you for joining me in the crit fail club.
It's one of those days, right? There we go.
And I am going to try and just move out of the fog. I'm going to go this way.
Cool. That brings us to Casariel. You are currently constrained in a web on the ground. If you want to break out of that, you can use a strength check. And also do note, you don't have to. You can still attack and all that, but you're just restrained.
Yeah. I am going to cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
I'm going to cast it, so it's a 20-foot cube. Yeah, I'll cast it, like, basically right in the middle of this thing.
Okay. Give me a draw.
It's a intelligence saving throw. Let's see. It's a dexterity.
Show me what the square is.
Do we have something that will do a square? It's
Hang on,
a
I can do
20-foot square. So yeah.
That will be that, right? Plus that. That's I'm gonna have to remove a whole bunch of things after this fight. All right. What check is it?
Dexterity.
Okay. With how much?
17.
Nothing happens.
Okay. I will move my spiritual weapon to this revenant next to me and hit it.
Alrighty.
With a 12 to hit?
That doesn't hit.
Okay. That's the end of my turn.
All right, John.
I'll wait until everything's back up.
Thank you.
No problem.
All the things. And let's get that thing back. That was 20.
Yep.
Yep. Feel free.
All right. So, how does guiding bolt work in just until the next person hits, or is it just till your next turn?
Yeah, until the next person hits it.
Oh, okay. Cool. So
she's technically visible if she's in this thing because she's sparkling with.
That is 100% correct. In that case, you will know where she is. There you go.
Cool. I was just gonna start zigzagging with my blind sight, but
nope, that is totally true.
There's a glowy thing over here, and John just beelines towards it, and I'm gonna start slashing.
Alrighty.
Assuming I don't get trapped again. Okay. All right. So it already had the bonus action. I already did the thing. I'm just making sure I don't have anything else to do. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm gonna make my first attack on her, and I think that is with advantage because of the
because she's glowing. Yes, indeed.
Yay! And that is a 17 and a 16. So that I just used all my good rolls. That's gonna be a 28 to hit.
That hits.
All right, and do I get the extra D8 from undeadedness?
You do.
Yay! All right, cool. That's gonna be not right. Let's see, 6 plus 7, 14, 17 radiant damage.
All right, that does a lot more than what you would have expected.
All right, and I'm going to slash again.
Right.
That's gonna be a 17 to hit.
17 total.
Yes.
Okay, that doesn't hit. And as you miss, she reaches out towards you and she hits you with a small staff. And as she does, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Alrighty. Okay. That is going to be a 24.
All right.
So you make the Constitution save, which means that you don't take any damage. However, you will have disadvantage on all your ability checks and saving throws for the next hour. They do Strength or Constitution.
All right, so strength and constitution, ability checks, and saving throws
Are both at disadvantage for the coming
Got
hour.
it.
Yes.
Okay. And
But no
then
damage.
when that happens, he's going to, she pushes him with that, and he jabs back with his shield, and I'm going to do a shove on her.
Sure.
Which is an athletics check, so this is going to be disadvantage for me.
Yep.
And then
Against
it's gonna,
her strength, or is just like a...
Oh, sorry. She can use acrobatics or athletics to.
Okay. Yep.
Wait. Shoot. I literally just looked this up. Okay. Well, there it is. Shoving. Okay. Shoving. You make a straight. So it is contested by there. Yeah. Athletics or acrobatics. So yeah.
All right.
And I got an 8 because of disadvantage.
She's got a 14. So she resists.
Cool. All right. And that's, yeah. So I push against her, and I growl over. This is this is not how this is going to end, and that's it.
As she looks in your general direction and grins as you say that, and she says,
Strahd was precise in his description. Another pathetic band of adventurers.
and as she says that, she tries another time to cast suggestion on you.
All right.
I will need I believe that was wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. I got 24.
You're fine. Cool.
Yes. Thank you, Aura. Thank you. Okay, cool.
Other than that, she will try to hit you again with her staff now that you're next to her. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
All right. I got a 6. Oh, shit. Yeah, thank you. I got an 11.
All right. So in that case, you will take some damage, which you'll have to roll. And in addition, that hour that you had now extends to half a day. So for the next 12 hours, you have disadvantage on Constitution saving throws and on
Ability checks.
strength saving throw. And ability check,
yeah.
yes. That is 19 points of necrotic damage.
Meow. It's a lot of damage.
As you have hit her, that affected. You still have blind sight, so you should still be able to see her. But other than that, she basically disappears from sight again, right? Because you have used your attack on her. With damage. Yep. All right, so you will still be able to see her for now. But as her final action, her lair action, she uses Expediter's Retreat to move away from you.
Does that give her the disengage action and stuff?
It does.
Yeah, damn it.
Then we have the Spider Revenants. If I'm not mistaken, it should be out of its trance, right? So it should finally be able to move. The one you've been hitting, Carla.
Yeah.
Right. It will start to move towards you, Carla. And I want you to see movement. Yeah, it's going to reach you. And it will try to do a claw attack and a bite attack against you.
Okay.
The claw attack is for a 16.
Meets beats it, so yeah, that hits.
The bite attack is for a 17.
Those both hit.
All right. Both of the damages combined are 29 points of combined slashing and piercing damage.
Fuck. Alright.
The other Spider Revenant will now move into Kasariel's space and attack her as well. Kasariel, you didn't fight loose from the web, right?
No.
Okay. In that case, he has advantage on his attacks against you. That is a natural 20 for the slashing damage.
And a... Oh, hang on. I don't think it's going to hit, but I have to check. A 16 for the bite.
Doesn't everything hit if I'm restrained if I can't move? Or no, is that not how that works?
It's only advantage.
No. Yeah, it's only disadvantage, but like you're not incapacitated, so you can still move. It's just not as good.
Okay.
So the bite, I think, doesn't hit, right, with the 16?
No.
All right. So it's just a claw attack. That'll hit for 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Alrighty. We are at Carla.
Oh, I don't know where she is. Okay, great. Yeah, I'm going to take out my daggers and do an attack on this guy. So, the first one is a 24.
That hits.
Great, so it's going to be with the Casimir's dagger, so it's undead, right?
Very much so.
Alright, so that's going to be ass damage, that's fine. So first it's going to take 6 piercing damage, and then it's going to take 4 radiant damage.
Which is times 2. Yep.
Yes, and then I'm going to bonus action do that again with Casimir's... What?
Before you do... Oh no, you don't have sneak attack. Sorry, I was just going to grant you sneak attack, but you can't.
No, because it's not engaged in something else, nor did I sneak up on it, so... Yep.
I'm trying to help you
And I don't... it's... Oh, it's rough out here. Yeah, the second attack is going to be a... That's a dirty 20.
Definitely hits.
So that's going to be 5 slashing and 3 radiant.
Noted. With that, it's bleeding.
Great. Yeah, I mean, there's not much else I can do besides that, so there we go.
When she did expedited retreat, did that make the fog cloud go away? Was it concentration or?
Oh, that is a good question. Hang on, let me check that.
Just wondering if I can
that
see.
Is, it's a point within range for an hour. Nope, it is not.
Okay. Wow. Damn.
Oh, good call. Casario.
I'm gonna look around and see kind of the battlefield and what's going on. I can't see through this fog cloud, right?
You cannot.
It's taller than me. Okay. I'm gonna bonus action have my spiritual weapon take a swipe at this revenant.
Yes.
That is 23.
That definitely hits.
Okay. It's 10 points of radiant damage.
Force damage.
Sorry. Yes, force damage.
It is bleeding.
Yes. This fucking thing is pissing me off. I can't. Can I touch it?
Do you want to?
I mean, I'm restrained, so I don't.
You're restrained, but you can still. You have free arm movement. It's just you can't move. But if you want to touch it, it's next to you. You totally can.
I think restrained is just you make attacks with disadvantage, but you can still attack.
And you can't move. Yeah.
Casariel moves her spiritual weapon over to it, and it doesn't kill it, and she erupts in fury. Her eyes are going to turn purple, and underneath it, the ground is going to start to shake, and a cylinder of bright sunlight is going to erupt from the ground. I'm going to cast Dawn right in front of me.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes, so reading it quickly because this is the first time I've ever done it. The light of dawn shines down on a location you can specify within range. Until the spell ends, a 30-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder of bright light glimmers there. The light is sunlight. When the cylinder appears, each creature in it must make a Constitution saving throw.
Beautiful.
Taking 4d10 radiant damage on a failed save or half as much damage on a successful one. Creature must also make this saving throw whenever it ends its turn in the cylinder.
Alrighty. So, what's the saving
Constitution
throw?
saving throw? 17.
That is going to be exciting. That is a total of, let's go, 9.
Nice.
Okay, so 4d10.
Do I have to as well?
I don't
You're good
think
aligned,
in it,
right?
Are you?
Is it all creatures?
I think it is all creatures, but I would
Yeah.
cast it so that I wouldn't hit John. Or if I can't see him. So.
Right. So I'm totally fine with it. I just wanted to make sure that if it was like all creatures
just
or
inside.
creatures you specify or whatever,
I
I'm
think it
totally
hits
fine.
everyone. I read the whole
you
thing,
should-
so
It's all good.
it
You are
didn't
just-
say anything about specify.
It's fine. No, it's good. I just wanted to make sure.
Yep. You should be just inside of that.
Oh God.
I got a natural 20 and a 5.
So you're fine.
No, that's a disadvantage. Constitution
yes.
saving
Why?
throw. Constitution saving throw
Oh.
disadvantage from her staff
Got it.
of suckiness.
It's 35 points of radiant damage.
The Spider Revenant is
I rolled-
obliterated.
A 10, a 9, and 2 8s.
Woo!
Sorry, John.
No, it's fine. You hear John "Ah!" from in the cloud, but he's still alive.
Great.
Like out of
All right.
character, it's all fine. Don't like it's all good. In
Don't sweat.
character.
That's a cool move.
Sorry, why? No.
Is it that big though? Really? 30
It's 30,
feet?
30 feet radius, right?
For dramatic effect, I increased
okay,
the range
got
of the graphic, but it is still hitting John.
Does it hit
Wait,
the caster?
alright.
Is it something that like they can call it on themselves? It doesn't.
That's
I'll
a
read it again.
Call.
The light of dawn shines down on a location you can specify within range. Until the spell ends, a 30-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder of bright light glimmers there. The light is sunlight. When the cylinder appears, each creature in it must make a Constitution saving throw, taking 4d10 radiant damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. A creature
That
must
includes
also
yourself.
So then she probably
you'll
wouldn't
have to
call
throw
it
it
down
yourself.
on herself, right?
Or that.
So like you've done things like this before, like with Moonbeam, where you cast it in such a way that it ends at you.
Well, I definitely wouldn't cast it on myself.
So I figured.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely wouldn't cast it on myself.
So where would
But
you?
I did
have?
say I cast it right on top of him, so. How much did I
You
say?
called it an
38?
orbital laser strike for a zombie. I love this. This is amazing.
No, well, I mean, I called it in for the fucking queen,
No,
but
This is.
Wait, so you
That's
cast it
amazing.
here,
Seriously,
right?
I'm
it is,
not.
and I
No,
can't do anything else.
I love this. No, this is great.
No, but we're gonna be fair. You called it on the Revenant, right?
Yeah.
All right. In that case, two things change. One, John, put your damage back as health because that puts you outside of the sphere. If it's one square away, you're fine. But Casariel, you will hit yourself.
Okay. What did I say? 38?
35.
You still can make a save.
It was 38 damage though. So.
I rolled a 7. So.
Then you have to take the damage. Yeah.
Okay.
The Revenant still is completely obliterated.
Does it hit the
Alrighty.
the cocoon on the other side of the wall?
It should because it's coming from up. Yep, and it's radiant damage, right?
Yeah.
Cool. It neutralizes the cocoon. There is nothing coming out there.
Casariel is such a badass. Oh my god.
Cast clutch. Spam it
Anything
in
else?
chat.
That is definitely clutch.
Nothing else.
Alrighty. John, before your turn starts,
Yes.
a poison spray is sent towards you.
Ah, my eyes.
I need a Constitution saving throw.
All right, disadvantage. Let's go every time with the 4. That's an 11.
Okay. That is a total of 17 points of poison damage as it hits you.
I feel a lot better than a moment ago. Before that.
Your blind side is 10 feet. right?
Yes, 10 feet. All right. Is it my attack or my turn now?
It is definitely your turn.
Okay. So the dawn thing is like if you end your turn in it, right? You take the damage.
Nope. When you start your turn there, you can take the damage. But I thought you didn't take the damage.
Right. So I'm
Yeah,
not.
you're outside of it.
Okay. So if you start your turn there, so if I rush to you, I'm wondering if I can.
Don't do that.
I go up. I knew which direction she was in, so I just go until I see her, grab her, tap her shoulder, and thunderstep back to the where I can see. So I have to be able to see it. So line of sight right over here.
Okay,
We're getting out of these webs. We're getting out of these webs.
Fog.
That will
Hello, the
that will
fog.
hurt you because through the ruling. But other than that, you will be.
Wait, so I thought it was if you start your turn there, or is it just if you go into the area?
move
It's
into
when
it.
it appears
Oh.
and when you start your turn there.
Like Cloud of Daggers.
Yeah, I mean you still move into it.
But so is that when you read it? You said okay, never mind. Well then I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna tap her shoulder and bellow in pain and fly out with her.
Okay, you will need to make that save.
Alrighty. 2 and a 3. Okay, at least I wasted 2 bad rolls on it though.
All right. So roll the damage, Kazara.
9, 17.
Okay, cool.
Not the worst.
Yep. So I'm singed a bit, but I've also got poison in my eyes, and I'm a little bit slumped over more than I normally am.
You use Thunderstep, right?
Yes.
Can you roll the damage for that, please?
Oh, I can. Okay. It's 3d10, so let's go ahead and grab these. 19 total force thunder damage.
The web is destroyed
Oh, cool.
because that's still in the radius of the Thunderstep.
All right, awesome. All right, and bonus action. Do I have anything? I'm gonna look over at Carla and cast Shield of Faith, and she now has another +2 AC.
Thank you.
No problem. Oh, damn it! I cast Thunderstep. I can't cast Shield of Faith.
That's
Sorry.
fair. That's
Sorry.
over.
All right. Well, that I'm gonna then. How much should I move to get where I was? I was about 20 feet, so I'm gonna move another 10 feet towards Carla.
Okay.
Don't get closer to the fog. Get away from it.
I'm going towards you, not towards the fog.
I know, but like even I'll be fine. I've got a dagger. I'm good.
I've got a dagger. I'm fine.
I have a dagger that doesn't like dead things.
I want art of
Fine.
that. I have a dagger. I'm fine. All right, that's me.
Oh, hang on. That is me. Sorry. Pressing the wrong button.
Ooh, there's 2
Um,
down on the table.
And suddenly everything is magical. There we go.
See, I still got my everybody also has a +2 for attack rolls within 20 feet of me too. So
All right. Cool.
The Spider's Queen's turn is now, and nothing seems to happen. For the Revenant, it'll continue to try and attack Carla. It'll do so with a claw and a bite attack. A natural 1 on the claw,
Take off.
and the bite will be might hit, but we'll see. That is a 16.
Meets beats. So yeah, that hits.
All right, 17 points of piercing damage from the bite, no poison.
Very.
So you have mage armor on you, don't you?
Yep.
13
Yep,
plus
I have
your
no-
dex
I've-
plus another 2?
That's not. You don't have another 2 because that's the shield.
Oh,
of
you're
Faith.
right.
It's-
Damn it. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yep.
Carla, it's your turn.
I fucking hate this. Okay, I am going to slash at this thing again with my dagger, which I'm so good at. That's a natural 20. Thank fuck.
Yes!
Well, that'll hit,
Which
right?
means it does extra damage with Casimir's dagger as I sort of like plunge it in. It glows even brighter. So that is going to do... We'll do the piercing first. So that is going to be... 4 plus 3, 7 plus 3... Yeah. That's going to be 10 slashing. Or piercing. Yeah, piercing damage. And then it's going to do... 2d6. Ooh, that's a good one. That's 8. Oh wait, no, I have another one. 8 plus 3. Ooh, 11 radiant damage into this thing. As I get an extra bonus whenever I get a natural 20 with Casimir's.
It is barely standing, but it is getting there.
Bonus action, I'm going to slash again with Casimir's dagger.
Let's go.
Yes, that is going to be a 25.
To hit? That hits.
Hit, yeah. Great. Slashing is going to... piercing is going to be... It's going to be 5 piercing. But then it's going to be 4 radiant.
You kill it. It's gone.
Yes.
And I'm going to turn around, and I'm looking around for wherever the fuck that spider bitch is gone.
You don't see anything at the moment other than fog and your friends.
I just like a real monster as opposed to a coward.
Is there anything else you want to do in your turn?
I think I'm going to move, to be honest. I do think I'm going to move. Yeah, I'm going to move closer to my buddies.
Get within 10 feet of me if you can.
You're not, because
I'm
as you
not
get
gonna
closer, you're caught in a web.
So, oh man, within 10 feet of me, she gets +5 to saving throws? Is that how?
I don't think there's a saving throw for web. I think it just
Oh.
gets fucking flung
You
at me,
just get
especially if
caught
I
in it
can't
as you
see
run
it.
into it.
Damn it.
Ugh.
Okay.
Bastard. Bitch of a thing. Alright.
Anything else, Carla?
No, I'm good. I'm good. Can't do much else.
From the fog, a poison spray is sent your way, and it is cast on John. Need a
Alrighty.
Constitution saving throw.
Disadvantage. Oh, okay. 2 low rolls. That's nice. 5 plus 7, 12.
That doesn't save.
No.
That is 11 points of poison damage.
John ain't looking too hot.
Casario, your turn.
I'm gonna move this cylinder into the
Yep.
circle. I'm
Where? Can you just
Not
point your mouse?
going to
and I'll
hit
put it there.
my friends or myself specifically.
Just move your cursor somewhere, and I'll put it in that square.
Well, isn't this 30 feet?
Oh, you want to put it in the center?
Yep.
All right. Cool.
Does it hit anything?
Now,
I think
well,
it's actually
let's say
20
that
feet,
it
so
does.
It's
What-
actually bigger than that.
let's say that it does. What would that creature needs to do?
It needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. How much?
17.
Okay. And what would happen then?
And then it either fails or it makes it. And
Right,
it takes
and
damage. Either way.
All right. You go ahead and roll that damage and like let me know hypothetically.
I do want to point out, I think it's a bit bigger than that, just because this is 20 feet. It's a 30-foot radius, so it might be a little bit further to the left.
It might be, but it's covering
however
that
you- yeah.
entire area.
Gotcha.
20 points of radiant damage.
If it fails its
failed.
check, right? Okay.
Yeah.
And only 10 if it succeeds.
If it fails, it would be. No, if it.
It'll be
Fail.
half of that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it succeeds, it would be half. If it fails, it would be 20.
That is a really
10.
cool effect, by the way. It looks like PB&J right now with the purple.
Right? Yeah. Alrighty. Cool. Was that it, Casario?
No. As my action, I am going. Am I still restrained?
No, because your thunder stepped out, so you're also out of the webbing.
Okay.
Oh, goodness.
Great. She's fucking pissed. So she moves the Dawn over there and she's like, fuck you! And then she's going to radiate radiant light, and I'm gonna cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Woo!
Cool.
Okay. Ooh, that's good. Okay, it's kind of good. We each get 20 points of healing.
Oh, thank you.
Ooh. Thank you so much.
That brings me out of one hit kill radius.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, I hope.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's all I can do. Wait, that's not all I can do. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move this way, and I'm gonna take some cover back here.
Okay. That brings us
Is
to
this
John.
cover though? We decided this was not cover, right?
It's half cover because it's like a little stone wall. So if you
Great.
get behind that, get on your knees, that's half cover.
Okay.
All right. So now that she's in the web, I can see it. So I think, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
All right. I'm going to try to make my way around the web to the point where she is. So that I've gone 20 feet so far. And I'm going to get here. I'm going to reach in and try to pull her out.
Okay. That is a strength check.
All right. Disadvantage, baby.
buddy.
Oh my God. Every time. I got an 11. Yeah, 11.
Nope.
Oh.
You will try in vain.
Actually, it's even less than that. It's a like a 6. So. Okay.
All right. You'll try in vain, but even less so.
All right. Give me your hand. I'll try to pull you out. I'm going to try to give her leverage so that she can make hers easier.
I can perform stuff from here.
Perform.
No, please. I exactly. No, just save yourself, John. Jesus Lord. But I mean, Jesus doesn't exist here.
Right.
By saloon, I guess.
All right, so I imagine that was my action. I'm going to go ahead and use my bonus to Shield of Faith her. So now you have that +2 AC.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Little late, but
Okay.
Another minute too soon. Top it around, Spider Queen. It doesn't
Huh?
seem like anything happens.
Of course it doesn't.
Carla, your turn.
I am going to turn and wherever I saw her last in this fucking cloud, I'm sending in a fireball. I'm sending one in.
Okay. So where exactly do you want to land it?
Right in the center. Right in the center
Right
again.
in the center. Cool. What's the save on that?
That's going to be a dex 16, I believe. Yes.
Okay. Roll me the damage if that were to hit.
If that were to hit. No bother. No bother. Okay. Where is my calculator? Okay, I'm gonna do that at 4th level because I like it at 4th level.
when you're so badass, not even math can hold you down.
Literally.
Oh, is Vienna here?
Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh, another good one. Okay. And then 3. And then I'm adding my bardic die again because fuck this bitch. 35 fire damage and halved if they succeeded.
Noted. So the fog that she has cast over here has a couple of conditions. It will stay around for an hour unless something with a force enough to disperse a cloud affects it. So large wind, so not just a normal breeze, but wind. I would count a fireball, a rapid eruption of air, as dispersing. It'll disperse
Thank you.
the fog.
Okay.
And as it does,
Great.
you will notice a
He's
very,
dead.
very dead Spider Queen
Ah!
lying crumpled up in the corner.
Fuck.
Whether it be fire or
Or-
whether it be righteous fire, we might never know.
Oh my
But dead
God.
she definitely is.
Oh
We
my
know-
god, we've been attacking the fog.
We know one thing. I didn't get the kill. That's all we're certain of.
The cocoons around you that were moving around very angrily suddenly stop moving and sort of slouch a little bit. It seems that your actions have had effect. Even the web falls apart, and you're free to move.
I'm going to go right up to her,
Start kicking
and
her.
I'm going to take her head.
Very well. Listen, so you need to take her head indeed. If you you don't have to be too graphical, but how do you do that?
Okay, so I have a bunch of fun little bits and pieces in my pack from what we took from the what's it called? The temple. So I'm gonna take that like fiery sword from the temple that John ended up never using. And I'm going to take that out of my pack, swing it around, and bring it down on her neck. And as her head sort of rolls off, I'm going to open up the pack and my bag of holding and like stuff it in there next to the hag head that's been slowly decaying in my bag.
Beautiful. As you take her head, you might take one more close look at it and notice that, yeah, she is definitely a spawn of the devil.
Oh.
You have bested
Great
the Spider
picture.
Queen. Well done.
Oof. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Can we get out of here? Can we go? Hey, this is a swamp. Aren't we looking for someone in the swamp?
I don't think this is the swamp that we're looking. I don't think we're in the right swamp.
Yeah, maybe
This is
she.
not the swamp you're looking for.
Maybe she was the Thane. Let's go.
She's dead now. Looking on her person, is there anything else there?
Let me have a look if she has anything worth looting. Because she just might. Not over here.
She has the Rod of Suck.
Which is one item that you might just get from her. But I need to quickly check if that isn't broken.
It's a pretty sucky rod.
It is. There is no loot listed over here other than her head. But if you want, you can get this item because I believe it is a pretty standard item in D&D. If you want, you can get a Staff of Withering.
Ugh.
Oh yeah. Snatch that up.
Yep.
Put it in my pack.
Do note, it works a little different in her hands than it will do with you.
Oh.
It is almost the same, but there is a minor difference. So this staff has 3 charges, and it regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. As you're wielding it, you can use it as a magic quarterstaff. And on a hit, it deals damage as a normal quarterstaff, and you can expend 1 charge to deal an extra 2d10 necrotic damage.
Ooh.
In addition, the target must succeed on the DC 15 Constitution saving throw, or have disadvantage for 1 hour on any ability check or saving throw that uses Strength or Constitution. Where the difference lies is that she amplified it, and it basically stacks 1 hour, 6 hours, permanent.
Oh my god.
So be glad that you weren't hit for the 3rd time.
Oh my god.
I don't use strength all that often. Constitution, yeah.
No.
I'm not as
Okay,
strong as I
okay.
should be anyway.
I want to put a health potion in John's hand just in case anything wakes up while we're here.
So when she died, you actually like saw these little the illuminescent strings actually flare, and he regained some health. So I actually got some health back from that too.
Cool. Yep.
Right.
I will cast Cure Wounds on Carla. I'm going to use my last 2 4th level spell slots. So
I have plenty of spell slots in good health. Can I cast on you two instead? Like I've got that amulet of
how
health.
hurt are you?
I have 80 out of like 100 points. I'm good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. John,
Yeah,
how hurt are you?
I'm just under. I'm still a little bit bloody, but all in all, I'm standing pretty tall. I've got a few tricks up my
Okay,
sleeve.
well, I
too.
almost killed myself, so I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at 4th level on myself.
Do that.
Can I do it for you instead so you don't have to waste a spell slot?
I've got tons. I have plenty.
Okay.
I'm all out.
Plus it's 48.
I'm just gonna touch my chest and lay on hands 24 into me.
Plus, I have the ring of whatever, so I'm gonna regenerate over time. That'll be okay.
It will.
Cool. All right. I guess we should take this back to the weapon master person guy.
Yep. Yep.
Can we just do that? Can we just?
Yeah. So do you want to walk all the way back to Argynvost and basically present this to the Master at Arms, because that'll save a whole bunch
Shouldn't
of
we
like,
do
switching.
all of the quests at once and then go back? So we don't
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
do them,
I
go
mean,
back, do them, go back.
We're already in the area. Do you want to walk around carrying this? And he holds up the Spider Queen's head, or well, I guess Carla's holding it.
If Carla holds it up, Casariel's gonna punch it.
Oh dear.
Like a punching
Okay.
bag.
So I think it'd be best just to get this out of our hands as quickly as possible. Just let him know
That's
we're
fair.
done.
It will rot in my bag, and that's not good. Yeah, I mean, we could, because we have to go back up in order to go towards the areas that we need to go to.
Yeah.
So, like, we might as well just pop it in while we're going and keep on heading towards
Okay.
fucking wherever we need to
Sounds
go.
good.
Be done with this place.
Yep.
And whoever had whoever would have conceived of such an area must have a horrible affliction of the mind.
Yes.
That's
All right.
fire.
So where do you guys want to go?
We'll drop off to Argynvost, hold the head, and then after that, we have to return the sister's bones to Kresk, I believe, the abbey. Am I wrong about that or right?
And if we're heading that way,
So, yeah.
we're also looking to bring back a dress if that's done.
The locket, yeah.
I think we
So-
yeah.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
Like I say, I think we just want to bring back the head and then from there hop, skip, and a jump to Valaki after we talk to weapon guy.
So
Even
you
then,
can
I-
do that. You can do that. However, and I will give you a reminder here. The Revenants have told you that a couple of tasks are obviously needed to be done. However, if you can convince 2 or more of the Revenants to stand with you, you might have a chance to talk to what's his name?
Vladimir.
To convince Vladimir. Yes.
Godfrey. Yeah.
This would be your second task, as you have delivered the Icon of Ravenloft already.
Oh.
So still feel free to do any other tasks, but this should be number 2.
I feel like if we're already out and about, we're...
I mean, we would have a stronger case if we get them all on our side.
I kind of want to
In
help
that
them.
case,
Make rolls are a little easier.
you are back on the rooftop.
Yeah. And I do want to help them. It did the thing where it inverted all the shadows.
Sir Fortis is currently in his position, and he's still... Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
Let me just show everything here. Sir Fortis is still on the battlements, looking out over the area.
Hello, we're back again. I know it's only been about like a day or so. I believe you wanted this, and I'm going to pull out the Spider Queen head for him.
Here's your damned head.
Yes.
You have bested the Spider Queen. Argynvost will now be safe. At least for now. You have my full support with whatever you wish to do next. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
so
Sir
much.
Fortis.
Yes.
We will
We'll,
need your support.
Call in. Support us. We will call on that very soon. You know, if you can chat amongst the other undead and just sort of mention that these daring heroes that are heading out to do things are getting things done. Be good. Be good.
I will keep that in mind.
We are here to help.
All right. Well,
Well, down to the wine cellar for another rest.
If you want to.
sure. Yeah, long rest is good. Long
Sure.
rest is good. Yeah.
Another night in Argynvost.
Oh.
In that case, you are downstairs again. Feel free to move into the wine cellar. As a matter of fact, do you guys want me to... Oh, hang on. That is dark again as well. Well, you've seen this dark place. There we go. You want to do a long rest, I imagine?
If we can,
Yes.
yes.
You definitely can. This place is pretty safe to you right now. As is, feel free to do a long rest. You can apply it.
Fantastic.
So that was awful. That was dreadful, actually. I'm so glad we all survived, but yeah. I may see why you hate spiders, Xaru.
Yes, they're terrible.
Awful, really. Okay. What should be the next on our priority list? So, am I right about the bones thing? I don't have my physical notebook here today, where I'd have that written down about where we should put the bones. So
I believe we
DM
have to
check
take the bones to the Abbey, is what
I think
she
it's the
specified.
Abbey.
And we
Yeah.
still have... it's a little bit foggy, but I remember we were going to bring a dress to that abomination that he's creating.
Yes. So, would it make sense when we look at the map, just to optimize the areas we're going to and we're not, wasting plenty of time? The Watson gets very tired if he has to go for too long. So if we maybe head back to our mansion very quickly, right? So we can talk a little bit to Casimir, we can talk a little bit to the Vistani just outside of Velaki, the dancing fellows, those are wonderful. We can collude whether or not Esmeralda's story was correct, that she has been talking to all of the Vistani, right? Pop over to our mansion, talk about the tomes with Busty, and just check in on the butler. I do worry about him. Pop to Velaki right next to our mansion, get the wedding dress, maybe do a little bit of work on that fiend problem that's there, just a little bit. We could do a little bit of investigation, and then boot our sweet little butts off to Kresk to drop off the wedding dress, drop off the bones, and maybe top up on some holy water, because it's getting really rough out there. And yeah, from there then we can maybe circle towards the swamp. And
Is
get all that done.
Kresk near the swamp? Or
Is it a out-of-game question?
no, to Carla.
I'll have to double check. I don't think it is, but I do think that's something we should do last, because I feel like we're going to be in there for a fucking long time. I mean, we have to figure out the Fane, we have to figure out that ruins, we have to do all of the business there.
We need to make sure
Remember how
that,
long we were at Yester Hill?
we need to make sure that Strahd, pardon me. We need to make sure that Strahd doesn't know that we have the stone, or we need to make sure he can't get to it.
I think that's a little bit out of the question at this point. I think we could follow up that Strahd lead when we're going. I'll go talk to Busty and we figure out stuff at the mansion. Maybe that's when Casariel can arrange for a meeting with him. And she could put her, special little magic thing down in our mansion, so if she's with him privately and they're having a conversation and it goes south, she can just skippity hop, magically bop back to our mansion very quickly.
It has to be a place of divinity. But I think Kresk would be safe.
Yes, that's true. Okay. I mean, we did restore the chapel in Velaki, which is right next to our mansion. If you want to do it there, just so that we are close to that area of known safeness, at least.
Yes, he said he wanted to meet in Velaki, on our way to Velaki. Yeah.
Perfect.
The knight above, who was saying that his sister, I believe, was slain by Sir Gregor, was the chapel he referred to the one that we saw in Barovia, where
it's in the
Ismark was
swamp,
killed?
apparently.
Oh, okay. I
Yes.
misunderstood.
Yeah, ruins.
Are you talking
in the
about
swamp.
the... quick check. Are you talking about the guy that you talked to today?
Yeah, upstairs.
Miria.
His
Yeah,
sister
so he was
was
talking
killed.
about... It wasn't his sister, it was his lover.
His lover was killed. Okay.
Yes,
Oh, I
his
don't know.
fiance.
Mhm. You never know, bro.
John wasn't paying that much attention.
I wasn't.
No, but just for clarification.
Yes. Yes. So yeah, swamp is like getting that fiance rested and buried, and the Fane, and then all of the terrible frog creatures that are also within that swamp. So I do think that's something that we should heavily prepare for. Maybe get a few loose ends tied up here in case we go there and, get completely demolished.
It makes sense.
As you guys are talking, you suddenly hear 2 large doors opening. You hear hurried footsteps towards where you are right now. Hello? Hello? Is there anyone here?
Hello? Carla's going to say.
That doesn't sound like a revenant.
Savid, hello. What are you doing back here? You should be home.
Safit looks worried, and beads of sweat are dripping from his face. You guys.
What?
You need to help. Esmeralda's went to the swamp by herself.
Why? Well, like, we told her not. What is it with all of these unprepared people running off on their own? Damn it all.
And that is where we're going to cut it off for this episode.
Oh, what
Ah!
is going on with her?
Why? First, the people in the Amber Temple, they all died. Now her. I need to get my children
Almost as
in
if
order.
there was a connection.
I need to get my
Right?
children in order.
I'm on to you. I'm on to you, sir. So on to you.
Casariel, I don't trust the DM, Silverbrow.
That's just Marissa.
Yeah, Daniel's also on, but John don't know a thing.
Amazing episode. You held up so well, because that is a tough fight. I don't know if you heard, but I mentioned legendary actions a couple of times.
Yeah.
You
Yep,
just fought
yep.
a boss and you lived. That was really good.
Barely.
That is a tough
There
fight.
were some
I
moments
would have
in
been
there.
great if I didn't almost kill myself.
There were some
Yeah.
moments in
I
there.
went down to 9 hit points.
Ooh.
9. Oh.
I would have been at 10 if I hadn't been just outside of it. Thank you, by the way.
That was
I
exciting.
was at like 60. It was fine. I couldn't see anything. And there's not a lot that I can actually do if I can't see.
It was
yeah.
the obscurity, the stinking
Really
cloud,
smart.
the fog cloud, the
Yeah.
the webs.
Every time
Very
she.
smart.
We
Half
needed
the
a
time safe
damn druid.
Oh yeah.
So next week we have episode 42, which coincidentally is also my favorite number. So we'll see what that brings. I guess you guys have a lot of things on your shopping list to do, and I'm curious to see what you're going to pick. What has what rules over the other? So what you're going to pick first?
It's also our 1-year anniversary of us doing this for the very
That is
first time.
also true.
Us doing
live,
Strahd or
so-
us? Oh, okay.
Strahd. Yeah.
Yeah.
April 1st, we decided
That
to
is
launch
correct.
on April Fool's Day, and we're celebrating our 1-year anniversary right here. So bring champagne glasses or something, you know?
Have we really missed
Celebrate with
10
us. Yeah, we will.
episodes? Or 10 weeks? Wow.
There's the holidays and stuff like that in between.
52 weeks. We're on episode 42. But
Yeah.
anyway. Well done. Awesome. I will see
An
you all
entire
next
year.
week. Oh God.
Yes, you will.
If anyone's here watching, if anyone's listening to the podcast, the Spider Queen, yes or no? Should exist? Should not exist?
No.
should be burned from the existence of all media ever. This episode never happened. I'm sorry, everybody. Everybody who's watching right now, you just watched 4 hours of nothing. It didn't happen.
By the way, guys, on Wednesday we are releasing a really wonderful one-shot, so make sure you go over to our YouTube channel and subscribe to that. Exclamation point YouTube in the chat right now, but if you are on YouTube right now, just check out the Gilded one-shots and you'll see it there. It's very, very special, so you should definitely check that out.
Yeah, I imagine, but I'm quickly shooting a glance at John. I imagine we're also going to premiere it, so you can also watch along with other people and chat while we're releasing it.
Yeah. We're gonna be
So we
premiering
will
that.
be...
I think it's going to be 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday.
Yes. Or time equivalent, of course, somewhere in Europe or wherever you are. But it's going to be great. We had a lot of fun recording it yesterday. It's a great one-shot by Lunch Break Heroes, who has so graciously given us this one-shot as part of their Libris Nocturnum, which is a compendium of horror. It is wonderful. It's coming out soon. So we had the privilege of playing this first. It was wonderful. So be sure to check that out. We will obviously spam whenever it is live in the Discord and whatnot. So if you want to get a reminder so you don't have to write it down on your own agenda, please join our Discord for all the updates. And also to chat with us and everything, of course, as a perk.
Yes. And if you are watching us live, you will see the Discord link in there right now. Beautiful.
Yeah, make sure to join us over there. We will answer all your questions if you have them, because we love those. So feel free to join.
Yeah.
That's it for this week, I guess.
I believe we're going to be rating Arcanorama after this. So stick around for that. If you all stick around, you will bring a lot of hype into another community. So thank you very much.
They're wonderful.
Yeah,
They're great.
They're great.
Absolutely. Alrighty. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.